coalescing barrels behind like geometry in the rooms and stuff.
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
As the dumbest dungeon.
Oh shit, Scoodles is here. Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
No, good thing I said good thing.
I'm
We
a
were talking
big
about the
fan
Radar
of.
AO add-on and if people actually use the add-on still, and I was talking about how like the generated route feature was kind of nice off of our runs, so.
I'm a big fan of a wind run this season. It's just like, just go forward. There's almost like no choice.
Going to drag us down. Should we
If I never
raid
ran
plan
Pit of Stern
though?
again.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if I never ran Pit of Stern again, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, plays kind of a slog. But yeah, I updated that raid plan. Hopefully that will, help people kind of visualize the Illyria fight. I just kept it on the raid plan IO since it seems like people are having issues with that other website.
If we're still on Prog and World, I think we got bigger problems.
Who the fuck knows, right? I mean, I don't really have a sense of like how many pulls these bosses are going to take, right? I mean, look at a calendar right now. I mean, we think Paladins dies, tonight. So, which use Tuesday dates as references? Which lockout do you think Illyria dies in? So it'd be 7, 14, 21, 28, right, for this month.
I mean, I guess we'd be probably either like late this month, maybe like, when there.
So there's
like hopefully, I don't think we'll still be on Prog by the end of May, but who knows?
I think a lot of it depends on the nerfs to the other raid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just crossed 200 Paladin kills world. It's around like 45-ish Illyria. Another whole interesting topic, which we don't need to get into it right now. We can see where we're at come the weekend, but like, what do you do next week with Crown of the Cosmos? Do you extend to kill it, or do you do farm, right? Like, there's like different like, arguments to be had on that front. But we don't really have perfect information at this point to be able to make that assessment. The two different camps basically are, if you care about like the Hoff thing, for example, and you think it's going to close like at the end of next lockout, then you would extend to give yourself the most time on the fight. The downside is you, besides killing Chimichanga, you now have no raid row to open on the 21st. But if it's only a 1 week thing, maybe it's not a big deal, right? And then obviously if you don't kill it, what do you do then, right? Like, are you extending again? It's kind of like weird. So I think whenever you do kill the fight, extend or no extend, you're never killing the fight again during like your progression cycle. So, but some things to think about. It's not really like an answer that can be had right now. Probably have to pull the fight ourselves to see like how it goes. But hopefully that makes sense what I said. It's kind of a weird wrinkle of the way this like tier is, right? Like if the other two bosses existed in this raid, it might also play, Chimeras and all this stuff. There might be like a different like perception of like how to like handle some of this stuff too. Definitely a strange thing. Oops, I didn't mean to click Nora. Oops. Just reject that one. Yeah, the person was actually talking to me about it earlier. The whole like extend re-clear thing was chickenism. He was like, if I were in your shoes, low key extend if you think you're close. But he said hard to say because another factor too is also the raid buff or nerf next week. We don't even know how that works if it's even happening. But it's like the thing he was talking about. He was saying how there's a ton of guilds, and then he put in parentheses like we could be added to the list tonight. Keck W meaning Vindicate him. He's like guilds getting farmed by Paladin re-kill without Vantus.
Yeah. I mean, it would suck to have to extend, but on the other hand, you can get, if you extend just to get Cosmos, then
Yeah, it
you
would just
don't.
be for that, and then you'd be doing your baby farm from that point out. Was like
yeah,
the
you can
idea.
ignore Paladins and Cosmos afterwards.
Maybe even dragons too, potentially. I know Chicken was talking to me about that too, where he's like, you can make a case that you just say fuck that fight with how long it takes to re-kill it.
It would not surprise me if they nerf paladins quite quickly.
Sure, yeah, I mean, obviously, if there's like data that comes out, let's say this Friday or Monday, we
Yeah,
can always like
obviously we have
adjust.
nothing
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
It's just numerically the fight's kind of insane right now.
Yeah. I know, Mimi and Ramchi's favorite person, Draco, was messaging me, and he was like, don't worry, our guild getting farmed by this fight
Whoa.
too, and everybody else in RLE, so I guess, he, I got that message unsolicited, by the way, so please don't flame me. All of his messages are unsolicited. He loves our raid, and he
I'm
for whatever.
about to advertise that guy's Discord as like, I don't know, free feed pics or something.
Well, for whatever it's worth, he thinks the two of you are Giga, even though he always says weird shit to me. So
Two of you?
he, Mimi and Ramchi, he says he
Oh.
loves watching good Hunter play. So whatever, man. I guess.
Unfortunately, I don't think we are helping him somehow.
All right.
He's
Well.
still great parsing all his fights.
Well, whatever. Just anytime I've ever said anything, I'm not saying I agree or disagree with the guy. It just, it's whatever. I mean, I could just never mention anything again. I don't, I'm not supporting any of his claims or rejecting it by any time I've ever said
I am
anything.
100% DMing him.
Okay, well, you can do that if you want. Please don't.
Managed to find how to get under the floor in here, Poggers?
punchy thoughts?
I imagine this is what Nay would be saying if she could talk, so I'm all for it. I told you, Mimi's my favorite hunter.
I get what you're saying. So you're letting her be the point person. Let her message him. You're
Yeah,
staying out of it.
I'm good, man. I'm a trial. If I say anything, I will get
Reflect
in trouble.
bad on the organization, right?
If I say anything, big trouble.
There you go. All right, I like it.
I'm reformed. I don't slur. I'm not racist.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Yes, to say, I heard differently from Thief. Heard there's some
Remember when that one person on Twitter told you to come get me, Rob?
Got a lot of
Come
people say
get you.
weird shit.
Bill of Fear.
You'll burn only yourself. We all stray sometimes.
Skip the
What's
behemoth. We'll just
important
move back
is
once
finding
people are
our
here.
way back.
Marm, do you approve of the endeavors we selected?
The director stuff is really ugly.
I will cleanse it.
For whatever it's worth, there were duplicates for the other ones.
Do not let the light claim you.
Paladin, or not Paladin, sorry. Blood Elf was again in both of them. And then we had the what was it, like the Grummel one or whatever?
I think it doesn't really make a difference because if you want to get like the other endeavors,
Yeah,
you can just join one of the.
Yeah, but I wanted it to be like a good experience for Marm. He's like, I'm earning it for like his neighborhood. You know, that it sounds
Oh,
cheesy,
yeah?
but I'm trying to, I don't know.
Did you go to the Dragon Isles do word quest?
Sorry, you broke up there.
Best part is that can be taken literally, or he was being a wise ass.
It could even be both.
Yeah.
Could even be a boat.
He's not doing.
Which one?
I was just like backing up.
Backing
No,
that
you
ass
weren't
up.
moving.
Welcome to tanking.
How's the raid going?
Good
Do we know
call,
if that thing actually drops
Alvin.
BOEs? Have we seen it drop a BOE?
I stated we were clearing that trash, then going back and just waiting until people are here.
It does
Yeah.
drop BOEs.
Fair enough.
It better drop one, or I'm asking Rob for 5 mil gold.
Yep, Marm, I want to go to your house and see your trinkets after.
We should be able to put gear on display in the house.
I mean, presumably soon, right? If the Argentina is kind of an indicator of what they're
It was
doing.
in the cinematic with housing. You're gonna be able to place like things you own, like transmog sets, like weapons, and also screenshots.
Yeah, but I mean, like to that end, there's
Screenshots.
like a functional item in the Argentina that works to that end.
Are you referring to the quest items you get in place?
I'm talking about like there's a weapon stand, there's a dozen different interactables that you can pick up in your hand, like mugs, food, items on the bar. They're interactable, and they're going to be in housing, obviously.
I would say those are a little different. Because a lot of those are just buffs. And
I mean, they're buffs, but they're physically in your hand when you click on them.
Yeah, I get what Scalpel's saying. Like, it could be something that could be like extended to like housing, where you could like somehow like define like, you know, like things that you're
Yeah, and
moving around or
it's not
placing
just
or whatever,
those.
kind of like Valheim or something. Like,
It's not just those. Like there is a weapon rack there. You can kind of assume that that's their intention to have like a Valheim-esque experience with that
Yeah,
stuff.
I think the weapon rack thing is like, to your point, is like basically confirmed from that like cinematic thing they did with housing like a couple months ago.
I think they're gonna do it for more than just that. I think they're gonna have, I don't know, they're probably gonna have something for like end bosses better than what they've got for their little golden statues. Those seem kind of lame.
He's a haste buff, by the way.
It's not lying. No BOE, waste of time.
How could you do this to us?
Refund?
Rob, I'm
Got, like,
gonna
400
need that
gold, though.
5 million gold, please.
The 20th person got it. It's their fault.
Word is that you're saved to these lieutenants once a week, but I'm not positive on that.
Watching me in bed? Okay,
So
dude.
we're doing Mythic before Heroic?
Did we do it last time?
Heroic. We did.
Yes.
Oh,
We killed it in
Like-
Mythic too.
Anyway, my point is that if it works like the Undermine ones did, then I don't know.
Right, so if you're on Illidan, you're gonna have to ask Malo for them. Granted, Malo has to first pull them out of the bank if he hasn't already. There were a few in the top right that I pre-split.
Do it, BB. Do it.
This-
Already traded them to most people.
what's this?
It's called the Black Temple.
Who are most people? There's only 3 people you had to do.
2 out of the 3.
It's probably achievement. I'm gonna say don't click it.
Yeah, I'm not clicking it, but I'm
Yeah,
very
let's just.
curious.
Anyway, we the group, does the healer arrangement look okay?
It's to me.
Then you can give, I don't know if skills needs assist or whatever, but I guess figure that out. The markers, if it hasn't happened already, I'll send the parsec in a moment, Thief. I guess just ask yourself, have you gotten the 20 augment runes? If you haven't, I should have mailed it to everybody that wasn't Illidan, so possibly, made a mistake. Then all I ask is, like, I took this out of my own gold, like, just, like, try not to, like, misclick them, or, like, once we kill it, put them back, you know. Define lately, last 90 minutes.
This is hour-long debuff on Tachi.
I'm aura farming.
So does anybody not have augment runes?
Potentially me. I'm logging over to my alt because I think you may have known it there.
The fact that shows up on frames is crazy.
I do not have augment runes.
Is it?
Shows up for me.
Yeah, it's showing for me too.
Oh, you guys have private auras on?
Yeah, go ahead and hit a quick little jumping tin off the map.
Malo, can you just split like a stack of 20? There's a stack in the bottom right. Can you just like figure that out inside the raid? Yes, no.
Who needs them?
Supernovae. And Scalpel, I would just log back over at this point. Like, it's gonna get to the point where it's not like worth the headache. Like, we have others in the bank.
It's one. Oh, Ryan. So. No, it's not. It's a lie. I just want to drop a bank.
Just one person do it outside the room.
Email's doing it. It's fine.
Send Thief parsec request.
I got my 20.
So once we kill the fight expectation, please put them back. Like, just so we have them. And just the general thing, I mean, this is why it's good if we do the housing quests every week and just deposit the 3, because it'll make, you know, later on when we're on fights when we need them, we just have a big stockpile of them, right? So.
I guess we haven't done the other concerns.
Vil got sent 40, so I must have missed sent. So Vil, can you just put
deposit it in the bank?
Yeah, the excess back.
So this is double secondary food. Thank you, Shell.
Who's the potion cauldron?
Alright, Hymnic, Flask, and then Mimi Potion, if that hasn't happened already. Somebody else
Are already done.
Alright, so then Mimi Potion. Do we see the note?
Yep.
Let's make sure in the correct talents, and ready up. Make sure you have your augment runes in a spot, you know, where you, like, I don't know, you have people's UIs, might not get a reminder that you're missing it, you just have to kind of, you know, be aware of that, so.
Are we using these on pull, every pull?
Yeah, I mean, we could kill the fight right now, so I would just send them, so.
What the fuck?
Five, 4, 3, 2,
So can we make sure to mark OV? Oh, she already is. Okay, perfect. Let's hit Venal. Killer's bait. Dodge. Spread out.
Spread.
Soaks next, playing your defensive, box, and charge that follows. Dodge.
Far right.
Left.
Defensive. Dodge. Great damage too. Keep yelling up. Weird overlap with the Divine Toll and the Dispel, Tornado. Dispel. Damage now. Group Soaks, Heal Absorb. You just have the shield, the hammer's
She's
right
pretty
there.
close. She's pretty close.
Soak by blue.
Just. Offensive. Hymnic up, Shell. Dispels. Quit Shell Fin. Once the hammers fade, move in near boss. You can move in now. Hunter Mage baiting. Sacred Toll, watch health. Made it incorrectly. Res.
Spread.
Rebuff. And after this, group up for healing.
Super far.
Let's wipe.
Not very well stacked. Range are all over the place.
We just baited wrong. One of the 4
No, I
people's
meant just
wrong
up the end.
side. I know. I was going. Sorry, different topic. Yeah, your thing's valid, and that was just somehow we baited incorrectly a few moments before that. So just remember, mages and hunters where you need to be there.
Our soaps
Oh, there
are
were 3 of us
way too
there.
close.
Well, but whoever the person was that was out of position, I don't know who it was. They could have been further than one of those 3 people, right?
Never
What's up,
seen a
Himnik?
table earlier.
What'd you say, Himnik, about soaks?
Our soaps are still way too close. They should be farther from each other.
Make sure you have your augment rune buff. I say don't double click it. Check if you have it first.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Potion, hit metal.
Spread.
Healer's bait. Dodge. Dodging. Spread out.
Spread.
Group soaks next. Charge during it. On bolts to dodge.
Far right.
Defensive. Charge, dodge.
Spread.
Dodge.
Spread.
Bullets. Bullets. Spell Himnik. Spell Tornado, overlap. Dispel, great damage in 2. Res, that's wipe.
Soak by blue. Spread.
I didn't realize those tornadoes had a nasty dot.
And a
Yep.
slow.
That's why, yeah, people need to move away.
I need to relog real fast.
Okay.
Yeah, for real.
Right, make sure you use your augment rune. Look at your buff. Make sure you use the augie.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Killer bait charge. Dodge. Spread out.
Spread.
Group soaks follow with a charge. Tons of bullets on your defensive.
Far right.
Blur.
Spread.
As the bullets look. Bullets look. Tornado, dispel overlap. Dispel, good damage.
Spread. Soak by blue.
Soaks, single dispels during it. Defensive. Spell Ramsey, Seth, Finn. Mage Hunter fading. Once the hammers fade, you can move in near boss. Move in now, charge in 4, don't be in the line. Here it comes. Look, look. There's Hymnic. Shield. After these spells group up, center a healing rain, be in it. Look at the bullets from red. Look at the bullets, red, orange. This is Mage Hunter baiting. Favor the middle of the room, there may be that slight change. Charge is going towards the middle of the room. Look at the bullets. Bullets. Shield. Spread out, 20-man spread.
Spread.
Group soaks and then bullet hell from the image, not the
Soak by
boss.
triangle.
Look at the image.
Blur.
Charge in 5, Hunter Mage. It's the boss that's far away in the aura, downtown charge. Oh, no, it's in the raid, sorry, in the raid, I spoke. Break the shield, bullets coming at Sen, look. Keep Obi up. Bullets, bullets. We have a res in 2, you can res Aelid. buff Aylwood.
Spread.
Tornadoes. War number 6. Heal absorb. Send something
Soak
here.
by moon.
Group soak. Spells during it.
Second pot available soon.
Defensive. Watch your health. It's just the hammers, no bullets. Just the hammers. Spell Hymnic. Watch you up. Heal absorb. We have a charge in 5. It's the boss out at X in the aura. Watch out, Aylwood Hymnic. Kachi. It's coming now. Look, look, look. Around, hit it. Dispel Vil. Radiant. Dispel Hymnic.
Spread.
Stop on Venal. Hit General. Final aura of the fight. Group up in the healing rain. Look at the bullets. Look at the bullets. Anything to live here. Just hit Sen. Look at the bullets. Your second pot is up now. There's a charge coming in 5. Hunter Mage Fade. It's the boss in the raid. Charge coming now. Look at the bullets and the charge. Keep the raid top. Fend something. Hymnic. Break the shield. We have to kill Venal now. Hit a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Just get zapped here.
Spread.
20-man spread. 20-man spread. This is revival.
Don't hit Sen, hit General.
General Bellamy. Hit General Bellamy. We have a minute, like 50-ish seconds to kill Sen. Defensive if you get the circle. Call for something, just say I'm dry or something. We have a charge soon. Hunter Mage, if you can favor the middle of the room towards we did our feasts. That direction towards the shit. Charge, look at the charge, look at the charge. Second pot if you haven't. We're down a healer now. You gotta break the shield, and then immediately go back to Bellamy after the shield breaks. He'll probably just die, but... Alright, this is the end of the fight. Hit externals on Scoodles, Dispel Shell. Just use shit as it comes up. Anything to live. We're down a lot of dispels here. Anything on Execute Pie?
I can't.
Spread.
Let me taunt.
Malo is taunting. Malo's the tank. Health pots if you're low. Health pots. Spell Ovi.
Shields aren't only for protection. The light demanded your death.
Alright. Let's take a picture.
Where am I facing?
Let's have let's face like where the feast would be, if that makes sense. Emerline, you could be my picture girl.
Ooh, it's a banner.
Good little micro. I mean, I don't know if it made the difference or not, but good job there with like Mala with like I'll taunt, just send all my CDs. You know, nice little. As Pete would say, husband and wife energy, right? What,
Did we
Emerline?
take the picture already, or are we clicking the core?
No, we
Yeah,
haven't
we
taken a picture yet.
Please help just take the picture. Like, so if that golden teleport pad, Emerline, like ping the teleport pad, the Emerline is facing that, she is the center of the picture, so just flank yourself out on each side of that teleport pad.
What if we all lay down next to them and take the picture from like top down?
Dude, I died through Blur too at full health.
Me and Steve are doing hot girl shit in the front.
Hell yeah, I'm a hot girl.
I'm gonna take credit for
to
that
the channel.
kill with the bait position change. First time we did it, we killed it. No big deal.
Do I get like 5% credit for making the picture and calling it out?
Sure. You get 5, Mimi gets 5, I get 9.
Whoever brought up
Does that sound fair?
5 heals should get 100% of the credit.
That was me?
That was Rob.
There you go. There you go. Easy.
Alright, so Rob gets 105%, Mimi gets 5%, 100%. Sounds good.
picture's been taken you were released?
The cloth people that voted, or that voted for the tier, how many of you have crests to like send into it?
I have 70.
Anybody else aside from Bill's note? Ovi,
Nope, no crests.
Himnik?
No.
Okay.
It's a trap because you should have sent your crests.
I have nothing to send them on.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
What about Pants, Executed Pie, Kaori, Rage Quits?
I won't have crest for like 5 years.
No press.
I can upgrade twice.
Male Belt. I'm assuming this is just like, it's weird because that's your crafted spot.
Yeah. I'll take it though. I'm just saying.
Does Enhanced Shaman use World Tender too?
Sorry, I was busy typing with some stuff.
And I think that's a
Nope.
question for you.
I haven't looked recently, but I know it was like on the list. Let me see what people are actually running.
Is this
I-
like
we can-
it's
we
either
can
we're
table-
like vendoring the item or
Yeah.
enhance that kind of the
Literally no
angle?
one else would do it,
Yeah.
so just
I can offer some. So is Vil the only one with crest? Is that the conclusion there?
Scoutballs, they both have crest upgrade. Is Tier Helman your like final config, Bill? Or does it like not really that matter that much?
You're deafened if you're.
It seems to not really matter. I sent them out earlier just to make sure. I mean, the other option's the crown helmet, but they sent the same.
Okay.
And also, please put the augment runes back. 'Cause it cost me a lot of gold. So
how much were they?
it's like, like two. I mean, we don't need it for the first poll, right? I think we just need to learn how to do the fucking fight. What are the notes on this pants here? Or did we get two of? Or no, it's a different pants. Got it. Yeah, yeah.
Rage is the only person with crest for it.
Do rage quits then? That makes sense. Who has more crests out of the priests? The myth crests?
I have 70.
You only need 60 to upgrade it to max because it's 306.
My thought was mostly if someone was like really overflowing in crests and they have nothing to spend them on. Does that make sense? Like maybe that could be an angle. If it was like someone's like I have 150 and I just have nothing to spend between Vil and Scalpel.
We both have 70.
I think you just go Vil then.
Was that 2 or 3 polls?
3.
3, I
I think it was 50 something.
All right, and then what's this blade here?
It's the
Intellect
sword.
sword. And then what are the notes here? So I can craft Bis embellishment next week. Don't take off till Mythic glaive. 1/2 off-hand combo maybe. Okay. And then what are your current weapons, Thief?
He has a crafted and a hero track. And then the other 3 casters have crafted staffs.
Probably go Thief then, since he's like lower eye level and has the one-hander already, right? Kind of makes sense. You're playing that spec on everything, so.
This may feel a little.
Right, and then again, please, could like one person say I'll drop the guild bank and then just people deposit them.
There are 3 guild banks. Great.
Alright, yeah, please do that. That'd be good. So. And then again, just try to do like. I'm not gonna audit this, right? Like, oh my god, did you do the housing quest? But just try to be like a good sport if you can. Just do the housing quest once a week, and like if you don't care about the other rewards, like it's like if you want to pick the moral because you're doing cosmetics, fine. I'm not gonna like police it. But if you're just like I don't care about any of the shit, I'll do it for take the 5 minutes to do it. It'd mean a lot. Like if you have like 20 people doing that, right? It's like 60 runes over the course of a month, right? I mean that starts to add up, right? That could be like enough for like a good chunk of the raid for like the final push on a boss, right? So anyway, all right. We got the fight down. Yeah, obviously maybe could have gotten it yesterday or whatever, but it's all good. We at least came in, and now we give ourselves like most of tonight to pull this, which is the important thing. If you care at all, that was World 216 and US 61, so that's a very fine rank. So obviously spend stuff like if you need to go upgrade something now that you have like perfect information of all bosses dead this week, you can do that. So now what I need to have done is I need to have one of the tanks put down raid markers to reflect. Go ahead.
I believe I've already done that.
Okay.
So I have the wedge we're in right now that's opposite Demiar is marked red, and the other one is green. I didn't notice other significant raid markers in the fight, but I only watch tank POVs, so I don't know if you have ones at ranged you want dropped. But it seemed like phase 2 and 3 pretty much entirely revolved around just being on specific platforms, and there weren't like markers people collapsed to at any given point, so.
I can't. I didn't look at the room yet because I'm in Parsec, but
Yeah, no, for sure.
that's what I was like thinking of. And then the Demiar is the upper right ad for context. None of these markers are crazy precise. I think the X and the skull, it's kind of like favor the like kind of the middle. That's sort of like the last phase, like the gateway, type shit. A lot of these are not that precise. Ironically, the moon and the triangle probably matter the most, just because it's sort of like if you start phase 1 poorly with baits, it's just you're kind of fucked.
Sure. Hey, good news. The clear world markers button works again.
This world is vast and wondrous. May you find catalog every newcomer. I want no secrets among these latest arrivals.
Need assess group 2. And then Steve Shaman, Nora should Vantis this. I think those are the only swaps, right?
I also am new.
Fester as well. Yes, all of you would do that. So if Mala can work on Vantis for those 3 people.
You don't want to trade them or save them for Midnight Falls.
But Balorlin, I feel like every day Scalpel asks, when are we doing Balorlin? When is Balorlin?
Oh, sorry, Seth.
I just want to be clear. It's Boloro Ren. You gotta think of the cat. It's actually named
Kylo
after
Ren.
Hachi's cat.
Words are hard for me, so we'll just
Does
go.
anyone have?
I don't care.
Does anyone have a crit flask that they are holding? If not, I can bless
I
it.
have one. You
I
can't
got a
have it.
mastery one.
Fester, I will buy you a crit flask.
I got one from him, Nick. It's fine. Thank you.
we see the note? Does it look Cosmos-y?
Yes.
We obviously are willing to give feedback on stuff. It's this isn't like locked in stone with the notes, right? Okay. So let's talk about this. So Thief, when you have a chance, we can tab back in. Of course, if you're busy, it's all good.
Thanks, Kelly.
All right. So let's have everybody. Don't obviously target any bosses. Let's head over to Chimoon. Okay. So everybody should be heading over to Moon, because if we don't understand this, we're just going to wipe a ton, and it's just going to be, a fucking, disaster, right? All right. So what we need to consider here, if you could just tilt your camera towards the middle, but yeah, thank you very much. Okay. So what's going to happen here is, ranged, you're starting the fight on Moon. Okay? And then melee, what you have to ask yourself, melee, is you need to say, if you ever get the bow and arrow mechanic, or also known as the obelisk, that's like the, the formal, name of it, you need to ask yourself, am I in a position where I'm fucked and it's going to hit the ranged? So obviously we can't go over there right now, but what melee would do is you would be on like the far side of Demiar. Does that make sense? Like, you would not be on the green side, you'd be on the purple side of it. So if you ever got the bow and arrow, you would run through Demiar towards the range and be pointing the arrow kind of in the direction of like purple, red, like off the board, like, does that make sense to melee? I can go over it again if you don't follow.
Yes.
Okay. So then what's going to happen is the obelisks are going to go out, and it's typically going to be one melee and one ranged. Now, if you freak out and you see two in melee, it's because we have certain healing classes that are eligible to be both ranged or melee. Okay, so keep that in mind. Like Mistweaver or H-Pal could be either. So there's a scenario where like they both get picked on a single set. So if that happens, you just understand it's a bit weird, and you just need to kind of adapt a bit. So, but in a normal circumstance, it would be like, just as an example, it would be like Kaori and like Seth, would get it, like something like that. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you then are going to move as a raid, the range, in the direction of green. Now, obviously, I don't know if we pull shit if we get too close, but you would just move in the direction of green. Okay, and stand there. And then what you're doing is you are baiting the orbs now, the puddles. And on Mythic, the change is, so one person spawns one automatically. Remember Glorb and Hymnic, shout out to them with that whole revelation week 1 of Heroic. One person gets it, drops one immediately, and then 3 people get debuffed. And then you just sort of drop it around green. And then at that point, you move back to Moon. Okay, so if you're following the slideshow, this is like slide 3. Then, now at this point, what you're doing is, if you get now the obelisks are going to go out again. Now we're at Moon, right? We have puddles to our right. Now this time what we're going to do is we're going to move in the direction of Hymnic if we get the obelisk. See Hymnic on the left? So the whole raid would shift to the left, like the ranged. So you'd move over there. And then if you get puddles, you then go over to Moon and drop them there, basically, right, is the idea. And then once we have dropped everything at Moon and Triangle, like the third bait, like obelisk and like puddles, you're dropping over its circle. See there, skull over there at the end of the gateway. And the gateway is there if you want to move across the room, but it's not required. Like some people in videos use it, some people don't. It's just sort of a, hey, range, if you're trying to like get around the bend of the board quickly to get up the board so you're pivoted between the two, that's what you do. And then multi-dot classes, what you're doing basically is you run to the middle to like between mechanics to dot up the other shit, and then you just fall back in line, with the group is kind of what I've seen in videos. And then what's happening with the arrows is, now a lot of the arrow shit is going to come down to our DPS. So, ideally, what will happen is we would... Hold up, I'm just making sure I got the correct thing here. I have it on one of the slides. It is slide 6. You'll see the arrows. So the idea is, if you look at the slide, see how it talks about missing the first 2? Some guilds are actually missing or hitting Demi-R on the second one. Okay? But if our damage isn't good enough, we have to do the third one. Because what happens in Mythic is, once you hit one of these adds with an arrow, it will never gain stacks again. Like, there's no concept of, like, killing little adds to, like, make it start, like, taking increased damage again. So the idea is that you want to hit the 3 mini-bosses late in their existence. So you're maximizing the damage. That's also another thing. I don't need everybody miking up telling me about their class. Go look at Lorgs or the Viserio Lorg thing. But you'll notice a lot of classes actually don't pop cooldowns immediately on pull. They wait 10 to 15 seconds. Because they're waiting for stacks to ramp. So that's another, aspect of this whole thing. Another thing you could do, and maybe one person can mic up and do this for me, is if you actually open up your Northern Sky raid tools and you're gonna love it, if you have weak auras, if you go to weak aura imports, this is not required, but there is a thing called Illyria P1 damage amp that will actually... it's over on the left, Steve, there on those 5 things. Those weak auras, actually, that weak aura would actually tell you on the mobs, like, how many stacks they have. So if that's something that you feel like you need, then that is the only way you're gonna see that, apparently. So that is the deal, with that. If we fall behind, we crank a lust. Okay, that is what guilds are doing. Okay. So if you look at basically the rest of the raid plan, like, there isn't really much. The first 6 slides are just talking about where you're standing, the baits, and we basically all congregate kind of between orange, red, purple on the outside of the board over there, like a ping kind of beyond X, out there in the distance near that, like, rocky crack over there. That's kind of where the phase ends, similar to Heroic, and the board is going to feel really filled up. Then when we get to the intermission, and just to be clear, I'm not explaining the whole fight, I'm just going to explain, like, early P2, and then that's it. The intermission, we are starting in the Skull Quadrant, is my understanding. And then what we're doing, basically, is we are moving 2 full rotations. So if you start at Skull or Circle, like that pie wedge, you are moving counterclockwise and you are ending in the diamond pie wedge. The intermission is both heroic intermissions combined. There are the walls of, like, the planet star things rotating around, and you have to manage your, slow stack thing. It's not like the second intermission in heroic where it's like, nothing really matters, just run around. It's kind of the annoying aspects of both intermissions in one. It's not that bad, though. You'll get used to it. Then the last... Go ahead.
The red plan says we're starting on red. Are we marking it differently?
Which slide number are you looking at?
7 says intermission starts on Circle.
Is that what you see, Hymnic?
So we do...
phase 2.
Yeah, we finish intermission on red and start phase 2 on red, but we begin intermission 1 on Circle.
Yeah. Then... I mean, obviously we can adjust things if maybe I misunderstood something from watching a video or whatever. Then what we're doing is beginning of phase 2. If you look at slide 8, we have our hit squad, our strike team: Scalpel, Vil, Finn, Ovi, Seth, Hymnic, and Steve. So you are immediately gating, and then to give you an idea, Hymnic, that gateway would be on the crack right in front of Demi-R. Okay, like right at this, like, purple and green crack here. If somebody wants to ping it.
I'm probably going to place this gateway for the second phase instead of this one that is up right now, because the second one is more important.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. And then people just understand there won't be a P1 gateway. It's not like guilds, not every guild even uses that, so that's cool with me. I was kind of curious to hear your feedback on that. And then what's happening is a Rift Simulacrum is actually going to spawn roughly where the raid is right now. Okay, and only those 7 people are killing it. Okay, you're gating to get over, and then you need to have help to get back. So Finn, Steve Shaman, Scalpel, Hymnic all have a way to get back on their own. But Scalpel then needs to grip Vil into Ovi, and then Vil needs to grip Severick. Okay.
Question about
And
that.
Yes.
That's in the note. Do you have highlights on that or no?
Yep. It's in the assignments. You'll see in the Viserys. So if you go to the pinned thing, if you want to learn more about it and make adjustments, you can give me feedback. And I have reminders. Just a heads up, the reminder in Phase 2 is not millisecond precise because I don't know how long it's going to take us to kill the ad. Does that make sense? So it's just more of a, hey, this is going to be happening soon. Wake the fuck up kind of a reminder. Hopefully those people follow me with that. That is about it. Just need to make one other tweak, I think, to the note.
Anybody have any extra pots?
If anyone gives pots, then they'll just run out sooner, and people will still be missing pots.
Well, I think we're going to be placing more in a couple minutes, so I was thinking just for a couple pulls.
If that's the case, yeah, trade me.
Does anybody have any questions about Phase 1? Let's just start there with that. Just to be sure, do we see in the note, do we see like the @everyone text, miss arrows, hit Demiar, like that stuff? Does anybody see that?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, just making sure. I think you just pot on pull for now, to be honest, because we don't have Vantis and we suck at the fight. So the biggest thing is just seeing more of the fight. Alright, that's about it. Yeah, I will try to call stuff out best I can. But yeah, just try to keep comms clear, and here we go. And we Vantis those people, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Kill
I
squad
did
all
not
pop down,
personally
by the way.
Vantis them. I Vantis Lesbos.
Thief, how do you feel? You got that button fixed.
That's the only reason I went there to check.
You're like, man, did I make a difference? I'm doing my part. I love it.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm still in the raid.
Sorry about
Get
that.
ready, and I will fuck off.
Are you good, Fester?
I'm good now.
I think it's really important that people, like, I mean, obviously we're polling now, but, like, after this poll, go look at the lorg thing and make sure you understand where you're sending your CDs in P1 and P2. Because it might not, like, if you didn't put the time in, it might not be what you
5,
think, right?
4, 3.
If you don't know how to
2,
find that information, you
1.
can always message me. And when I say pot on pull, I mean, you could also just pot 10 seconds in. So now you move to green, ranged, melee 3 boss. You have to dispel people, heal them. And once these go off, bait puddles, and then if you don't get the mechanic, you head back to the left ranged. As I move back, these arrows are missing. Just whip them. Whip. Don't hit the raid though, please. And then
Please dispel.
a scalpel. Then you miss with these arrows. So maybe just gonna have to do that now that I say it. Then you get on Morium. You bait this orb, and then you can leave. You can like move freely up the board now. So so if you didn't get the orb here, you can move up. Dispel Thief, Health Pot Thief. You have to hit Demiar with one of these. Sorry, I forgot to call that out. That's a bad comm. And range right now would want to be up near Skull is the idea. So then you're kind of playing midfield, ready to hit the other one. You need to hit, the far one. You have to hit Morium with this next one that's going to happen in 3 seconds. I know things are fucked. I'm just trying to see if we can see more of the fight, right? So hit Morium with this. Whoever that, Mimi has the other person fuck off with it. Okay, then you'd move across, so you can just crank a lust for everybody's alive. And then
Yeah, because my guy's still alive and then he's dead.
You can leave your guy. But
Drop pool.
You hit Varellus with this arrow. And then this is the end of the phase. Like, Varellus would be, like, dying right now. Was it, like, 2 minutes right now?
Yep.
Ish? Yeah, so there you go.
The orbs can be baited on top of each other, right? They don't do splash damage when they come out?
Correct.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
I feel like people are trying to spread out.
Yeah, they can overlap. That's a great point, Hendrik. So, like, obviously one person spawns a baited orb, and then 3 people get a debuff, and then a couple seconds later detaches from them at their location, and it's okay if they overlap. So hopefully that explanation helps a bit. And I'll be honest,
Go ahead.
Melee, a lot of my calls are probably for now going to be more ranged focused because that's my POV, so just try your best to understand what that means for you, right?
My question is, are healers taxed for dispels in this phase?
No.
It depends how many people get hit.
You're just about 100 yards away from 3 of us, or 4 of us.
I think probably what's important is if it's in the first half of the phase, it's probably on Tachi or Alvin to cheat over and dispel because range are going to be at Moon. But then it kind of flips in the opposite direction, where once we do the second obelisk and the second dispel, like orb drop here, like kind of where like Hymnic is at right now and his pet, then the raid is moving up to Skull, and then at that point, like Scalpel is actually the closest to Malo. So just kind of keep that in mind. We'll get more comfortable with it. So. All right, let's go again. We just gotta, kind of just rip pulls.
Waiting on
right?
Marm.
Okay. What do you need, Marm?
Oh, nothing. I hit right. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. No worries. Just want to help.
Must have been the last second ready. That doesn't actually go through.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean with that. Yeah.
5.
I might call for the
4,
second arrow to hit
3,
Demiar. I don't know.
2,
Like our damage was actually pretty
1.
good on that. Better than like maybe last lockout the meta, but the strat was a bit different. Remember, you move to green now, ranged. Move to green. You're baiting it green. These arrows move out of the... Yes, that orb was poorly placed in there. It's not the end of the world. Miss with these arrows. Raid move to the left. Miss with these. Don't hit the raid. Steve, Shaman. Just hit with this arrow if you can on Demiar Scalpel. Ignore that approach. That might be better. People alive. Ignore the hit to Demiar. You're just gonna miss with these.
Kind of way too early. He's like super high. No takes no damage.
Well, I know. I'm aware of what I'm doing. So. 2 DPS dead. Last pull was really good, so a lot of guilds are hitting on the second one. So it's just vibe. Just go again. Second arrow is 38 seconds.
Isn't that kind of bad because we are sending these?
Second arrow doesn't do anything.
No.
Yeah, but Rob is.
Oh, sorry.
Guild. So.
I mean, if we're live, the thing Demiar just dies. So
Yeah, exactly. Like the first poll, I made the comment. Maybe it didn't register anybody. Our damage was way further ahead at 38 seconds. Like for that arrow, like there's basically a strategy among guilds. Do you use the second arrow or the third arrow to hit Demiar? And last lockout, people were using the third arrow with lower gear levels because they didn't have Demiar low enough. But to Ovi's point, the ad was dead on the second arrow on the first pull. So, and by killing Demiar sooner, you alleviate raid damage. The tank, is freed up. Kind of all that stuff. It's. I think maybe we need to, because that's the other approach, so I want to change that. I'm going to edit the note. And I know when I talked to Vindicatum about it too, they were saying that they were using the third arrow last week, but they were like, with Vantus and more gear, we should be able to use the second arrow, and that'll make the phase easier. But we are not ready. We are not ready. Just had to update the note. Doing this shit's fucking tedious. This area thing. Also, Mimi, and let me know what PI timings you want. Like, I have something in there right now, but obviously I could change it. All I really care about is the one on pull and then the one in phase 2. Like, if you have a suggestion now, I can edit it.
Yeah, 25 seconds and then 3:15.
Oh, Bill's asking a question, Robin. I think it's kind of valid, I guess. I know we're not there yet, but you know.
Probably just YOLO it on OV for now, or something, or maybe we explore Ramsey being in the hit squad or something, and then that's a great question. I hadn't thought of that. That's completely fair. Probably just YOLO it the first time we get there. We can, like, kind of see how it feels. We might be able to take people off of it, so yeah, I have seen some guilds send a hunter, others don't. It's kind of
that's really bad.
I agree. I'd rather not. So yes, yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's just focus on getting there. I'm sure, like, who gets it the first time we get there is not going to make the difference. So, all right, the note was sent, but it was a great question. Just like send it on over here, like Seth or Himnik or somebody. So I repushed it, so we can go again. I think the biggest thing we need to do is try to move the arrows out of the raid, and also let's please range listen to the call. Like, be on moon
5,
right now. Like
4,
range. If you're on moon,
3,
it just makes this all so much
2,
easier. On pull.
1.
Obviously, if you have dot stuff, I understand what you're doing. Like, it's fine. So we get the obelisk, move to green ranged. You're baiting at green. These arrows are missing when they happen.
Drop pool.
You bait, and then you go back to moon if you don't have the debuff. Tachi. Arrows missed, do not hit the raid, just move over to the left with them, out of the raid somewhere. Don't hit someone else with it. Move to the left. That's fine. Then bait orbs. And hit Demiar with this. One of them on Demiar, the other miss.
Correct.
And then Ranger moving up to Skull now, across the board. See Skull up there? See if the bait first. I called that a little too early, but missed Demiar. Okay, someone hit Demiar and then missed the other. Do not hit Morium. Nora, move out of the way. Yep. Just watch your health. Dispel. Can we just lust now? We're a little behind. You want to hit Morium, the ad we're hitting right now, and the other person miss. And you're just baiting bullshit around Skull here. One person hit Morium, other person miss.
Obelisk.
Just move towards the third ad with the bow and arrow. You're baiting, you're in the middle. Honestly, this all just feels awful because his ad isn't dead.
There's like a million void drop droplets on people, and I don't know how I'm supposed to be getting those to further buff the boss.
Yeah, I was wondering that too, because they're supposed to stay near mid.
We could also not do that. I've seen another strat where you don't go mid and you just... You remember like Sargarath in P2, you kept strafing right? It would be like the opposite. You just play on the outside and keep strafing left. We could also do that. Does that seem better instead of going to Skull?
We would at least try it.
Yeah. So like imagine where Star is. Like we could even... we probably should want to keep Star for the later phases. But that, like, imagine, yeah, over there, just like we're going in that direction of those pings. Let's just try that and see how that feels. I've seen some guilds do that too.
So I think the majority of the droplet aggro is on me and Phil. Could we maybe just specifically us two be near the edge?
You just have to back off when the bait drops are happening.
Yeah,
because if you drop one of those in melee, it's going to be miserable. We have a main stat feast.
Okay, then it's entirely me with the fight droplets if he's fading.
Yeah, he might be fading them onto other people instead of like you.
I've definitely had a couple on me for sure.
Yeah, or healers.
I keep
And their
knocking them
scalpel
in,
gets
but
a lot.
knocks them in cooldown, so.
I can't just throw my Ox statue over to you after I'm done with Demiar. It'd be annoying. But
It also just doesn't like no fucking threat when I actually do anything.
yeah, I mean they still walk past it.
We can go again. I might... It's tough because I've seen different strategies, and I don't know what our damage looks like. I might call for an audible that contradicts what the alert is saying about the arrows. So just kind of like really listen to me, because I don't have a good sense of like what we're capable of doing yet. It's a bit of a trickle down effect. Basically, the fourth arrow, it said hit Morium, our second ad, but it was too high. So maybe we might have to do the fifth arrow. I don't know. It's just it's kind of weird right now. Like I'm trying to like feel it out a bit.
1.
And a lot of it too is like our damage will get better as we get more comfortable.
This has to do with these.
Range go to green. Then you're baiting, hit green. Spell Nora. Miss with these arrows. Drop it green, rest of raid go back to moon. Arrows miss, don't hit the raid. Move to the left ranged. Or like up, that's fine. These arrows hit Demiar, one Demiar, other miss. One Demiar, other miss. And then you're baiting right here, we keep moving to the left as a raid. Keep Tachi up. Just by yourself. Bait. These arrows are missing. Just move up a tad bit, move closer to Morium right now. These arrows miss. Up low. Explosion right now. Watch your health. These arrows need to miss. Maybe hit Morium. Do we think that's too high to hit, or do we think that's good?
Too high.
Okay. All right. That was a bad call then. Keep moving up the board. Move clockwise. Obviously, this ad would be dead. That was a bad call on my part. We're trying to feel it out. This arrow has to hit Morium. What Kaori if you can hit Morium?
If he's not even hit, it doesn't do anything.
Just Lust, we're behind. Move up the board to circle, like watch the arrows. We have a res from Arm, get him up. The arrow has to hit Varellis. Whoever gets the arrow, you gotta hit it. Just loop around, get the Varellis.
I have it.
What do you mean you cannot hit it?
Now we will never kill him.
Oh, okay.
He's in rage now.
Alright, well, I mean, it's the end of the phase, Malo. Like, I'm just trying to explain the game.
I was just saying to you.
He's big mad.
What happens when he blinks back like that?
He's not supposed to leave his part of the platform, so he kills you and goes back.
Oh, he wasn't killing me. He wasn't even blinking back. I was if that does like damage or whatever.
No, but if we get to this point, it doesn't matter anyway because the phase has gone on too long.
All right, I think we that was pretty good. I will, you know, pay attention to that health there on Morium and try to call that a bit better. Like once our damage gets a little bit more consistent and like, you know, the flow of it'll kind of click in which arrow we can do.
I'd say they need to be like at least 15%.
I have
on the arrowheads.
I think Demiar we have figured out, like the first little portion of the fight, and then did the ads feel better at Morium with us doing like the Finn idea or whoever it was, like just staying on the outside, moving clockwise?
I don't know because half the range went there anyway, so.
Yeah, so what we want to do basically, Range, is like, you know how we stand on Moon, and then like we move to green to drop our orb, then we go back to Moon? Then what I want to do is like Demiar is going to die right around the second obelisk, the bow and arrow. Just move in the direction of the Nora Yak. Like sort of kind of, or you can even curl up the board a little bit, like towards Star, that's fine if you need to kind of cheat in a bit, but we're just going to the left towards Morium. We're kind of just like inverting like the whole movement.
I assume the reason you go Skull is so you can also just do damage to this guy.
That is the idea, yeah. Like, but then we were having issues with the little ads. I don't know.
And some of it is people weren't even going to Skull; they were going like here, or like there, or you know, like all over. It's like I need to be able to actually pick up the little ads, and people were camping like I don't know, out past Orange, like way out towards almost the third ad, kind of. So.
Well, it's just
challenging.
Let's go again and kind of. I think we just need to just rip pulls and get more comfortable.
Those little ads are honestly more important than like any one person's damage.
And then, obviously, you know, DKs. I know there's a lot going on, but you know, try to grip those in if you can.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, we're standing on Moon. Move to green, baiting orbs.
Drop pool.
You don't have an orb debuff, back to Moon. Missing with these arrows, don't hit the raid.
Targeted.
And then we're just going the other direction. We're going towards the second ad now. Rezovi, or up the board, like towards stars. Going to hit Demiar, no ad we're hitting, Scalpel, you can do it, Spell Scalpel, keep stuff up.
Yes.
Finish Demiar off, you're missing with these arrows.
Drop pool.
Miss, don't hit the raid, they're kind of like right near the group. Next arrows have to miss as well, try to stack up for baits. Do not hit Morium. I know it says Morium, but we're a bit behind. I would just lust, honestly. Miss. Just move through Morium, so you're away from the obelisks. You're hitting Morium with this arrow. Hit Morium and miss. Hit Morium and miss. Finn's got Morium, other person miss. When you're up to Varellis. And then this arrow has to hit Varellis. I know it's high, but this is just the end of the phase. Like, you know. So one person would hit, the other would miss. So you don't want to both hit, because then you just get hit by the other person's arrow and you get killed.
Targeted.
actually didn't even see the other arrow there. Where were they?
They were right with
Yeah,
you.
the very
Glorb.
last.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very last.
I mean, they were
arrows.
aligned with me, but were they like towards?
They were in
us?
front
Probably
of the
melee.
ad. They were in front of the ad. Yes. I mean, personally, I think you were there first, and Glorb probably should have just not hit. But I mean, we were also wiping, so that's something we need to fixate on a ton.
I didn't
not a
hit. I
big deal.
moved.
Yeah, Glorb didn't hit. Someone hit, and then someone was like off to that side.
Yeah, that was me. I was
Yeah.
off to that side.
Okay. All right. Whatever. I'm wrong. It doesn't really matter. Like, let's just. I don't think that's why we're wiping right now. So, the biggest thing that's so I don't know. Like, maybe we need to go to skull because we have no Varellus damage right now, right? Because people can't like Havoc or Dot. I think we just have to do the skull thing, and people need to like actually do it correctly. So what's going to happen is after the second orb bait over here at this like moon situation, we have to move as a ranged camp up to skull. Like, it's not like, oh, I just stand wherever the fuck I want and I go early or I go late. Like, you just need everybody over there so it's like more like controlled, right? And then the idea is if you get the obelisk, just you know, kind of like last phase, like just sort of move, you know, like in a direction that just doesn't fuck other people, right?
Another thing that happened there is like after Demiar is like hit, you have to finish him off. I can't just be like stranded with an ad at 1% that I can't finish myself.
It would have been fine, but we lost the DPS, so but you are correct conceptually, yeah.
Yeah, then I just went for else and just got one shot by melees.
Let's ready up, go again.
Waiting on him, Nick.
I'm ready.
For why you aren't right now, then Ramsey. My raid leader's racist. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pat.
All right.
5,
Stand
4,
on moon.
3,
Ranged.
2,
For a weird
1.
Move the green ranged. Baiting orbs at green. Don't have a debuff. Back to moon. Arrows out of the raid. Don't hit the boss. Don't hit them. Don't hit. You're baiting here. Alright, it's double melee. You are hitting Demiar. One Demiar, other person misses.
I don't know which DK that is, but it's such.
What did they do? I didn't see.
It's faster. Use out of place. Like
Just
the opposite
want to
way.
get at melee.
That was my try.
I just want to be on like the opposite side of the range.
Does that make sense, Fester?
Just stand with me.
Yeah.
So the idea is if you ever get the arrow, you run through towards the range and then your arrow's pointing away from everybody.
You're like aiming it through the center of the board and you're just hitting us all.
Yeah, if you see any spare little ads, make sure to grip them in. And if you're not sure about like kind of the movement a little bit, like if you kind of look at slide like 3, it's like we go back to moon, right? And then slide 4, so we keep moving, you know, to the left basically, right? Like we basically wind up kind of where like Thief, Marm, Executipie are, like right now. And then after the second set of orbs and the second obelisk, so second bow and arrow, second puddles, then we can move to Skull, because then there's a gap in the fight for a while where that doesn't happen. And then the idea is the third bait can happen anywhere behind the gate, kind of like, you know, basically behind like the Morium side of Orange and Skull. So.
You can't be targeted with Void Expulsion when you have bow and arrow, can you?
I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stay back! Do not interfere! The burden is more than you can bear.
Move to green. Bait at green ranged. You don't have a debuff, back to moon. Res Glorb. Back to moon. Arrows miss, don't hit raid. Buff, please. Bait, and move to the left. Hit Demiar. And miss. Hit Demiar and miss. So you bait, and then after this bait happens, you head to Skull. So so if you don't have the debuff, you can head to Skull now. You have to... See, lost people, so Demiar taking forever.
Are you guys stacking because we were wiping, or?
Just wipe, go again.
Bigger issue is we baited puddle melee, so I didn't move out of much of the ad puddles.
I'm talking about beer.
Targeting.
Nice arrows.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Stuff there.
Can Og not get targeted? But oh wait, never mind. I'm stupid.
Just making a note change real quick. Adding a Glorb time spiral in the first like 40 seconds of the fight. Assist. Sent. Leaving. Okay, let's go again.
Need to summon stuff or something.
What's going on with Seth?
He's here now. I don't know why he's not talking, but he's here now.
I mean, Or if you think you need to be in melee, you can do that. You just need to be at the bait spots correctly, or so because obviously you could get picked with reading the party chat.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you look into stuff, like, I'm willing to adapt stuff if it means you.
5,
I think these guys might just be fucking psychopaths.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, obviously you can kind of see the timings, if you can work around them. That's what Phil and Finn are doing. All right, move to green. Right. So, like, right now, if you didn't have a circle, you could breath right now. I don't know if that's the timing. I miss with these arrows. Back to moon. Miss, don't hit the raid. Don't hit the raid. Just move kind of in the direction of Star, like towards Morium a little bit. Need to hit Demiar with the next arrow. One hit, one miss. Branch has got it. Hymnic, move over. And then range rebaiting. Just bait kind of near the monk statue behind you. Spell rage quits. You're hitting Morium now. Baiting. Just move up towards Morium here. Alright, you can move to Skull now if you don't have a mechanic ranged. Miss with these, miss. Watch Alvin and Ovi. Carry help pot. Move up to Skull range. Res Malo far. I got him. Rebuff Malo. You need to miss with these. Morium's too high. Miss. Ignore the text. Miss. And then the next one hits. Just kind of look at them. They're a little bit YOLO. Spell Thief, Glorib. And then you would hit with this one, and you would just go to the next boss now. So one person has to hit, the other go to the other boss. You gotta hit the Glorib, hit the one behind. Nora missed. Watch Nora's line, Thief. You could last for a little behind. The next one has to hit Varellis. It's the end of the phase.
Drop pool.
Obviously, if anybody has any ideas of, what, we can change. What, this is a kind of a group collaborative, iteration here.
I think that felt fine.
Hopefully people kind of see that mechanical moment. It's like the obelisk arrow thing goes out, you drop those second puddles, and then it's like you can just move up to Skull there. Also should move to orange right so arrow things can move to Skull. Oh, I see. Kind of like the melee. It's like you're running through, so it's behind us. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Does that make sense to range? So it's like, when you do the move over, just go to circle. So then when you get the obelisk arrow thing, you just run in the direction of Skull, and then it's being pointed off board towards those NPCs, like floating above over there. Pretty good though. I mean, this is the fight, right? You just have to kind of just get better at like just executing these things, and we'll proc a P2. When Alvin is ready, we will pull.
just looking into something. Give me a minute.
Okay. So do we agree that it looks like it's like arrow 2? Was it arrow 256? I think is what we're using right now. We missed the first, right? Then we hit Demior at the second.
That sounds correct.
Yeah. Some guilds are doing 246, but I just don't see how Morium is low enough right now to achieve the fourth one. So that seems to be the only inflection point right now is which Morium arrow. So I've been edited kind of audibling, because the thing says hit right now. So
I don't know how we do this fight. Like if we're so far behind on Morium that we have to hit him with the 5th arrow, I don't know how we kill Varelis in time. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean it just might come down to we just need to like pull more and get used to the reps.
I mean, it's that and making sure we actually have all the ads like hitting the mobs or whatever.
We are also a little bit overkilling Demiar. Like he's at 0. Some pulls like before that arrow set even goes out.
Yeah, but then on some pulls we are not killing it.
Correct.
We are not on any pull where we didn't kill it. It's because people died. I can tell you that right now. So like when people are alive, it's gone okay. Alvin is ready. Alright, let's ready up again. Range be at moon. Yeah, and like obviously, I mean, people have ideas. We're in the middle of the raid right now. I know it's like tough between pulls, but like if you're like, you know what, I watched something in a video that's not what you posted. Can we try this? I mean, I'm open to, open to ideas.
Stack up.
5, 4,
Stack on these.
3, 2, 1.
More specials. They have to do like dotting of shit. Move to green ranged. Buff stay green, rest of the raid to moon. Miss with these arrows. Miss. Arm, watch out. Stop cast 2. Just gonna move up ranged. Gonna hit Demiar with one of these, the other misses. Mimi has it, Steve Shaman miss. Hachi, spell Mimi. Then range stack in the E-flow thing. You're baiting ranged, bait. Miss with this arrow. You can move up to skull now, or move to orange, sorry, orange, that was the Vil idea. Once these go off, you go up to circle. I need to,
Gotta figure out when Malik is fun.
Do not hit Morium, it's too high, whiff.
Do you want to do the swap and just stay with the group and healers?
Yeah, I guess.
You have to hit Morium with this, and then head to Varelis, just Lust, we're behind. One person hit Morium, other miss. Hit Varelis. Range bait.
Guys, all of them guys who can't make up the like of things that we have.
Just to wait because they have no stats.
I know.
It's
We
just
can wipe
good
if we
for
want
people
that.
to practice walking in a
I-
circle around the room and where to bait the puppies and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's-
The puppies haven't been great. So obviously we're going to have lots of pulls where it's not going to be a kill, but we should still practice things.
I think you murdered 2 people, Marm.
Oh, sick.
You're one to talk,
Double
mister.
homicide.
You zip zoop 3 different directions and settled right on top of me.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Did you die?
No.
Oh, there you go.
It was very close, though. I got to 20%.
Zip Soup is still my favorite evoker.
Yeah, mine too. Honestly, Ovi has a lot of my favorite characters.
Yep. Cowgirl is my favorite.
White Girl.
This is
Blind
throat
Chick.
yogurt.
Yeah, Throw Yogurt.
Justice
what's-
for throat yogurt.
All right, so Marm said he murdered Steve Shaman. We don't, there's just the arrow line, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, and then any other early deaths that are like we need to talk about?
I didn't get murdered.
That was me. The
Seth,
obelisk
wrong
arrow.
dice.
When is the 5th arrow set? What timestamp?
The 5th arrow set, one moment, is... Holy fuck, man, this website.
I was just looking at a log and they arrowed him at 140. I don't know if that's the 4th or 5th.
So the
140
fifth
is
fifth
the
arrow,
or fifth, I mean,
one
fifth.
the fifth arrow is 133.
I believe it goes out at 133, and yeah, it goes off around.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
talking
there's
about
anything wrong with doing the 5th arrow on him, then, if that's what we have to do.
Right.
We were kind of on that poll. I'll be honest. The one before, we're almost kind of on the 4th arrow, but it was still too high to be clear. But we were kind of like it went from no shot at this even being an option to maybe if you squint at it, it could be doable. So
Yeah. I think 90-second classes probably need to make sure that they have CDs for Varellus though. Just because if we're using the 5th arrow and we're hitting at 140, you pretty much have like 25 seconds from that point to kill Varellus. So.
That's doable as long as like there is a tank alive, because like I was getting him basically pre-stacked with just myself. To where the point where he had like 10 puddles, so like one pull we put him from 100% to 50 in about like a couple seconds before we hit him.
And healers, just a heads up, when Demiar dies, Mauler's going to go to Myad, and I'm going to be the person going across the room. So I don't know if anyone's supposed to be, like, helping keep me alive, but it's now me off in Africa.
yeah, basically each tank's kind of like shifting over one there. That makes sense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do not interfere.
Ranged or baiting. Move to green ranged. Debuffs going out. You don't get a debuff, you're headed back to moon.
Drop pool.
See if you have one. Miss with the arrows. Hitting Demiar, one hit Demiar, other miss. With the melee Demiar, other miss. Push Demiar off, and then we're hitting Morellis. What the fuck's it called? I merged their names. Morium. Bait. Ranged bait. Miss with these arrows. Miss. Miss with these. Watch the raid, Finn, Scalpel. And then once these go off, move up to circle ranged. Range move up to circle. Get Resonora, buff. You are missing. Morium is too healthy. Miss with these. Miss. When mechanics go out range, you're moving up the board towards Skull, right in front of you. Move towards the middle. Gorb, health pot. Watch your health. Spell him. The next arrow, one hits Morium, the other misses. Go hit the other ad now. Marm, health. Someone go hit the one behind us. Mimi, go, or whoever that is. Supernovi, thank you. Perfect, perfect. Do not hit Varellus, though. Lust, we're behind. Alright, let's just see if we can just hit Varellus here, and then it's the end of the phase. One person hit, other out of the raid. So Marm is hitting, Finn miss. wipe.
Get away while you can! You cannot break the void's grasp.
Are you in cooldowns, Finn, when we do that move to circle?
I don't think so.
Do you mind? I don't know if it's a pain in the ass. Could you just like roar there to kind of just like help get the raid up there? I could like add it to the node maybe, or I don't know. I need to see what the timestamp is. I have a hard time conceptualizing like the moment. I'm just trying to think of something off the gateway, just trying to like get wake people up a bit.
Yeah, I incarnate 117, so
yeah,
I think that's before.
I can place the gateway if you want. I just didn't want to have to place the second one during the pull because that has really high priority. Because we have to get to the ad as soon as possible, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we could just try with the roar and just see what happens first, and see if that. I mean, sometimes also we're just like losing people and things. I think something would really help too with the like if you get the arrow where you're hitting the ad. I don't know if this makes sense. Like, does this seem like a good idea? If you're looking at Morium right now, like if you get the arrow, can people try to favor the skull circle side of it when they get it? I just feel like sometimes people are like in the raid with it, and it's just like kind of like a little sketch. I mean, or back up behind the group, or but either direction, or behind where we're baiting. I just feel like a lot of times people are standing like in the group or between us and Morium, and it just feels like a bit spooky. So either behind, like the way we just came, or like the way we're going, whatever makes sense for you, either melee or ranged. All right, let's ready up and go again. Scalpel. Yeah, I'm trying my best to call out where these go. Obviously, it's a bit of moving goalposts because of our damage and mechanical comfort.
Did I hit you with my arrow, Noah?
Somehow
I didn't get hit by yours though.
Weird.
5,
What do you need, Fester?
4,
So you're mounted.
3, 2, 1.
This game with standing on moon.
You cannot break the void.
Move to green. Baiting. See if you have a debuff. You don't, and back to moon.
Targeted.
Miss with these arrows, don't hit the raid. Cast 3. Watch out, melee. Hit Demiar and miss. Hit Demiar and miss. Himnik's got it, scalpel miss. Res Kaori. Gotta finish Demiar. Just lost, we're already fucking behind. Bait. After these go off, we're gonna roar and move up the board to circle. Miss. Towards health.
You're still alive. DPS should be finishing.
Yeah. Head to circle.
I'm now taunting. Good luck.
Do not hit Morium. Miss. Range be at circle. Scalpel be with the group. Move towards the middle now.
Drop pool.
You have to hit Morium with this arrow. One person hit, the other miss. It's pretty obvious who's who. You can just go to the other ad now. It is. I think it's important range. See where like Finn is right now. Like try to be there if you can. Like everybody kind of spreads all over the place. You get good puddle baits. You hit Varellus. We lost a DPS, carry died, so then we kind of fell behind on Demi-R. So that's just explaining why
But
that ad
people
was
are
lower that
also-
time, and we need to make sure we finish it always.
Yeah. Like, the arrow breaks the shield, but if he's not already at like 0 health, the arrow's not going to kill him. So all the people that are running over to my ad when he's still at like 2 or 3% probably should just like stay and put a few more globals into, what do you call it? Into the first guy.
My flash right now for use it personal.
We'll just do consumables. We can just do both cauldrons right now. Who were the 2 people before that did them? Who's the other cauldron?
Nick and Mimi, right?
Right, Mimi. So
Mimi.
there's one on the edge. Don't put the other one in the same spot. And then Alvin's talking about like the puddles. Do you want to just mic up and explain it? Because I doubt people are reading and paying attention.
That means people are not going to the edge. So we have a puddle here, here, and here. That's not correct. You need to be back all the way up against the edge if you can. Like the 2 puddles in the front here overlapped where Demi-R was standing, and I'm pretty certain a melee died to it. Like, you have to get all the way to the edge. That's why we precisely baited green the first one. You can then move towards the edge here.
Yeah, so like if you're the 3 people with the puddles, where you have the debuff where it'll drop off of you a few seconds, just go to where Himnik is jumping, just somewhere over there, like kind of pack in, or along this like metal edge, behind green or something, just something that's not invading the melee. So. Yeah, like Mimi just posted a picture so you can see like the puddles like forward of the marker there, so you can see like where some of the other ones could be. Make sure you grab pots and you're good for the remaining, like 75 minutes or whatever's left here. Alright, it's ready up, go again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do not interfere. You cannot break
Obelisk.
Move to green. What Alvin just said about the puddles, try to pack them in well. Bait. See if you have a debuff. If you don't, head back to moon. Drop them nicely. That's pretty good, I think. Miss, don't hit the raid. Watch Marm's line, move out of the line. Move. Hit Demi-R. Carry hits, other misses. Gotta finish Demi-R. It's a lot higher this pool for some reason.
Let's do that.
Just lost, we're behind. Finish Demi-R. Miss with these arrows. Start moving towards Morium. Miss with these. Miss. Hit Demi-R. There's Ovi. It's faster. I don't know, just get anybody up. Already missed the fucking movements because we're just so far behind. Neighbor circle, still skull ranged. Yeah, I mean, we're this fucked. I mean, you got a hit here, but I mean, it's like. The other ad. We try to bait near existing puddles, so you're not like invading space too much. Could hit Varellis here. Hit Varellis, the final ad. Job Ramsey.
Is that you, Glorb?
Probably why.
Was it you, Mar?
Yeah.
You're the best.
Some something happened to the little ads next to the first big ad? I didn't see it.
Seems like what Malo was saying, something happened.
The first set from the far ad went to Scoodles, and that just like left us behind. And then there was some time where like an ad just stopped outside of Demiar range. It must have been, it was either on a melee or someone stunned it or CC'd it, and so it just like died there. And
what's the name of the debuff
I
that
can't
gets
move
applied?
him.
To the ad, to the big bad.
Essence.
Corrupting it.
With that or that. Yeah, corrupted.
I'm just taking a look at our stacks versus a couple other guilds, just seeing how like.
So I mean, every one of those is 30% damage. That's why like for LS, like towards the end, if we're doing it correctly, like your really shitty filler spell should hit for like 300k.
So that's like, it's like a pull. I'm just picking, obviously a guild kind of near us. Typically in progressions, like there's like Vindicate 'em there, for example. That was their last pull, the last time they pulled this, so those are their stacks. I didn't do the pull we just had for us because it's like super fucked with the way stuff went. So this was us 2 pulls ago.
Oh, 2 pulls ago was the one where Demiar took a while to die too, right?
I haven't actually noticed, but are we losing stacks to ads dying out and about? Is that potentially where some of our...
I just said that. If they're not directly into the boss, we're just lost that ad puddle. Because I cannot, he does not dynamically move. So like I really need it like under the boss. I need like literally anything you have.
And then the other thing that's really hurting us too is just looking at other guilds. Like we're just not getting, the same amount of grips as other guilds right now. So like we need to be gripping more. Like Kaori has 2 grips and 12 pulls, and Fester has 0.
I'll do it. Sorry.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, just like granted, he, like, yeah, anyway. I mean, something we can also explore. I mean, I don't know, like, we could look at, like, Scoodles being a blood DK for the fight as well to add even more grip control. Or some guilds that do that. Let's buff up since we had a banana peel def and ready up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stay back! Do not interfere! You cannot break the rules.
Green. Drop, see if you have a debuff. If you don't, head back to Moon. Miss with the arrows, don't hit the raid. Hit Demiar, melee person. Remember, you have to finish it off. Just lost, we finish it. Bait, range bait.
Drop pool.
You're missing with these arrows. If you don't have a mechanic, you could head over to circle now. You could roar, head to circle ranged. I'll pot if you're low. Has Alvin. Miss with these arrows. Miss. Spell Molly. Range beat circle. Move up to skull now. Have to hit with this arrow. Hit Morium. The ad is dead. You can head to the next ad. Someone has to hit Morium though, the one we just finished. Whoever the person is, the range in the group, move over. Ignore a miss. Good job. Scalp Nora. Try to bait well here. And you're hitting Varellis here with this.
Muller, you should help grab some of the little ads and bring them in.
Or else one of you hit, other miss. Rage quits. So it's wiped, raged.
I think someone in melee killed a couple of us at range.
Yeah, my movement plan in my head is getting completely fucked by how long it's taking us to kill the first ad.
I think even if we kill it late, there should be a ranged job, not melee.
Something else that like might sound stupid, but like, so two ads, little ads spawn at every position, at every ad, like big ad position. And they spawn the same interval all at the same time. Like even if like the first two or the second set, like from Varellis, just like instantly get gripped into Demiar, it would increase our damage by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's literally the whole phase, is just getting all those ads underneath the big ads.
No amount of damage like you could do, and like I'm pretty sure even 5 GCDs would amount to like getting 2 more ads into the bus.
Almost every log I've peeked at has been getting to 12 stacks at like 35-40 seconds, and we're at like 9 or 10.
Yeah, like we are making this phase so much harder than it needs to be because we are just not doing ad work like at all in terms of like positioning control. And like the tanks can only do so much, right? Like I don't know, like what can we do to help the tanks?
Well, ranged can be like towards the back of the ad to funnel stuff towards the tank, but that kind of makes it tough on healing the other tank. Or multi-donning.
And go again. Go again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, keep at it. Yeah, once we learn this, it's repeatable. To green. Or bait. Do not have a debuff. Back to moon. Miss with arrows. Miss. Watch him, Nick. He's not going to move. Just move away from him. Blisk. Hit Demiar. Other person miss. Just hit Demiar. Tachi has it. Alvin miss. Then everybody else bait. Spell Alvin. Tachi, watch your health. You're hitting Morium now. Hit Morium. You're baiting.
Those droplets in there.
The minute if you can. Okay, if you don't have a mechanic right now, you can head to circle. Miss with these. Miss. Miss. Watch it. All the mechanics don't get hit. Rebuff.
I tried Scoodle.
You have to res him. Alright, miss with these. Miss. Ranged at circle. Buff. Move up to skull ranged. Morium is dying. Head to the next ad. Arrow has to hit Morium, the ad we just killed. One person hit, the other miss. They're going out now. One hits. Sephiroth, go back and hit. Just fucking lost here. Just lost. Is the 20 stack thing the debuff? Is that something? No, that's a thief thing, I guess. Okay.
It's his buffs.
Yeah. It looks like something to be on the ad. You have to hit Varellus with this.
Can you just take this ad when you guys are done with yours, and I'll go get the little droplet?
Pop any raid CDs. Let's watch a lot of YOLOing here. I mean, that was closer, so granted we lost it, but getting there.
There are a lot of ads dying on their way to the second, from the second ad to the third ad, so we're missing all that damage.
Yep.
Sorry, Gary. I thought we were parallel when we touch each other. It's much bigger than it appeared.
I didn't die.
I know.
And looking at how much HP those tiny ads have and how much gear there is left to gain, passive cleaving those things looks spooky for them dying real quick later on.
Die real quick right now.
I don't know what droplet damage is.
That is a primary feast that was just dropped, so primary stat food if that's something you want. So here's a thought, I don't know much about Boomy and Shadow Priest. Is there a possibility maybe the two of you are doing too good of a job killing them? Maybe they're dying before they reach where they're headed?
I am primarily pressing Star Surge the entire phase. So
I really think I don't know if ads are dying on their way to the first ad, but
they don't.
It's probably mostly just the ads that are already low when we abandon the second ad. As we're heading to the third ad, those ones are dying because they've already been being hit for a little while. And I don't know that there's a ton you can do about that. Grip doesn't go that far across the platform.
Looking at void droplet damage with other logs, the only one that's a little high is Vil, but not extremely.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but what we need to improve on is once we are on the third ad, there's a lot of droplets just running around doing whatever. And I know 2 pulls ago, Malo, you said you were trying, but you were just sitting on the third ad meleeing it. So I think you should just taunt that one once you're done with the second ad, and I'll go thunderclap and pick up all the little ads and stuff and start dragging them in. It was what I used to do on Heroic. So
I linked in the Crown channel, that's our last poll, our best poll we've had, so you can see the stacks, we were doing. What were you saying, Ovi, when you looked at logs? We're getting to other guilds 12 stacks on Demiar by 35 seconds?
Yeah. We got to 11.
Yeah, 11 at 35, so one short. Maybe that's fine. And then when you're looking at guilds, what was Morium's peak and what timer? Other ones you were looking at?
Just go compare.
We were 20 stacks at 126.
I think our Morium was fine. Our Varellus did not get nearly enough stacks though.
Which goes back to all that stuff we were just maybe talking about there with so a couple people have asked me this. It is in Northern Sky, but I'll post it in the channel as well. If you have Mikoras, that will put the the stacks on the nameplate. I mean, I don't know. it's there if you want it. So, but you need big auras to make it work. All right, let's go again. Okay. Go again. Apparently,
5,
sometimes it'll bug
4,
out, not
3,
display properly.
2, 1.
Whatever.
Do not interfere. You cannot break the void grasp.
Move to green. Baiting. Orb up. Get the orb up. We need the damage to try to 3 heal. Arrows out of the raid. Buff. So that number to the right of the nameplate is the stacks. 11, it's 12. Ticking up.
Targeted.
Hit Demiar. The melee person has it. Dave will whiff. Just go to the next ad. You're baiting here.
That in range. Can we get that not in range?
Hold on.
Keep Steve Shaman up. If you didn't get a mechanic, you can move to circle. Obviously, arrows are missing. Move over to circle. Morium is too high, have to miss. Missing, missing. Then move up to skull with mechanics ranged. To skull. Just lost here down a healer. Melee can leave. Melee can leave. Start hitting the other ad. One arrow hits Morium. Other miss. Try to bait well here for the rest of this phase. You're hitting Varellus. Other person misses. The person missing, try to move out of the raid. Any raid CDs might be able to finish it off. Leave.
Oh.
Okay, then you would move over, move straight to the right. You get to skull, and you're going counterclockwise. Go towards Illyria Windrunner right now. 2 wedges. You have to end. Just pop anything to live right now. Same thing with the Vol mechanic.
We know that there was.
All right, let me call it out. So you're crossing over. X is the final wedge. X marks the spot. And then if you're the hit squad, you would turn around and go against the grain once this phase ends.
No, the gateway position is good because I'm dead right now.
That seems fucking perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. This one's not. The phase 2 one isn't super precise.
So you could practice this if you're supernovae. Would gate over. You would hit that ad. Thief, kill the ad. Thief, this is you. Thief. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, Thief.
Didn't even get his consume off.
Dude, Thief, what a fucking noob, man. Jeez. No, you did great.
Is the gate that far up for melee? I'm assuming.
No, that one is just for the hit squad.
That's for the hit squad.
And that one doesn't have to be. That one, Nick, going from like here to here is probably fine. Like you don't have to tuck it right down at the bottom. It should just be on like the inner third of the circle somewhere.
Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
That's why I was asking, because I was gonna ask it be like moved out to like halfway between that like inner circle instead of like right in there.
Yeah. To be clear, Scalpo was saying he wants it. Scalpo wants it more towards the perimeter of the room.
Just slightly, just a few yards.
He just moved it. I mean,
Yeah,
also to be real, you can just glide both of it. So I mean,
yeah, but I mean, it'll help me to get back faster than gliding, and I can do the grip sequence faster.
What's the timestamp for the move to orange? Is it around a minute?
Should be, because that's when I need to. My breath needs to be up.
Okay, I'm gonna
Like
put
a minute,
reminders
10
on
maybe,
that.
something like that.
I'll try for tomorrow. Actually, have it in the note if that
Yeah,
makes
no
sense. The roar. Yeah, I just logging
can
it.
just
Also depends on
use it
when we kill
myself.
that fucking bonehead, so he really knows.
I'm trying to call it out too. I mean, there's a lot fucking going on, but there. I mean, that was almost it. I mean, we lost a couple people at the beginning of the phase, which wasn't great. We obviously had the lust, but you know, it's getting better. So.
Now tell me I'm a piece of shit.
You're a piece
Need
of
that in
shit,
my life.
Fester, and I fucking hate you.
What the hell?
Five, four, three, two,
Would you rather be shit
one.
might or fester shit? Like, what name do you like more?
Shit might is good.
Move to green? No, I'm just fucking with you, man. You're doing fine. Alright,
Yeah,
bait.
he means it.
See if you have a debuff. If you don't, head back to mid.
Okay, like if we do that, we
Back
have
in
to.
well.
Targeting.
Back in. Arrows miss. Arrows miss. Miss, miss, miss. Obelisks. Melee can leave. Melee can leave. Arrow hit Demiar. Other miss. Trying to add that call in if I think I'm good. Range bait well. Double Tachi, watch your health. After the next obelisk and puddle bait, if you don't have those, you can leave to circle. If you don't have either, go to circle right now. Miss, miss, miss. Watch the arrow. See if Shaman's standing still with it. Watch your health. Get Kaori's health. Alright, range circle-ish. Then melee, remember, you want to be on the outside of Morium right now for arrows. Melee on the outside. Move towards skull. Miss with these. Miss. Moving up the board towards the middle with mechanics. Watch Orb's health.
Move to the next one.
Yeah, melee leave. Yeah, good comms. This arrow has to hit Morium, though. Tachi, watch your health. Arrow has to hit Morium. Someone trailing has to hit. It's Marm. Marm's gonna hit. Finn, stand still. Watch Finn and Marm. And then Rain, try to bait well here. Like, don't invade past the butt crack there. Watch these obelisks. This is a great pull. Bait, range bait. You're hitting Varellus. It's really important we watch these baits here. Or, these arrows. Okay, Kaori, I think that's who it is. And then Vil standing still, move up ranged. External Malo, dispel him. Finish it. You can do it. Keep.
Once we hit Varellus with the arrows, DK's not worried about picking up.
Is there any way we get like the range behind Varellus? It's like the ads are funneling through the boss.
You brought this on yourself.
That will just end up in a lot of poop under Varellus. Because we are baiting.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything to get the ads in. So they're just like, as the fight goes on, like towards the start, I can get threat on everything that spawns, but then I just also cannot, like, at all get anything.
Oh, we did overkill Morium in that pool by quite a bit, I think. So maybe a couple of people can switch early.
Yeah, I made the melee call a bit late. Yeah, to your point, Em, there's definitely a bit of like a domino effect. We did a really good job on Demiar with killing, so... Probably fine, Nora. Let's ready up, go again. That was pretty good though. I think we're starting to, you know, things are starting to click a little bit, so.
I keep getting trolled on the interrupt. There's like an AoE graphic that happens that looks similar.
Oh yeah, the graphic ends before fucking. It's awful.
Yeah.
The sound should go out when the graphic hits him and goes away.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do not interfere! You cannot break the void ground.
Green. Bait. Don't have a debuff, head back to moon. Arrows are missing. Look at the arrows. Look now. Hachi Saintly. And you should just stay near the puddles and not move. Would be the better play there. Alright.
Okay, my bad.
It's okay, it's okay. You're hitting melee leave, melee leave. Hit Demiar, Steve Shaman, hit Demiar, turn around. Range bait well. Watch your health carry. After the net, if you don't get an obelisk or puddles here, you can leave. See if you have a debuff. Obelisk, if you don't have anything, you can leave. Look at the arrows. Miss, miss, miss. Stand still with them. Head to circle. Melee, be on the outside of Morium. What's the wall side? Vester, be on the other side. Miss, miss, miss. Melee leave, melee leave, melee leaves. Range move up. Yep, hit Varellus. This arrow has to hit the one behind us. One person has to do it. They're going out now. Somebody has to head over there. Rage quits. Got it, got it. Nora miss. Fuck yeah, rage quits. And range, try to bait well. See the puddle growing behind us. See that's kind of invading our space. Arrow has to hit Varellus, other misses. Don't fucking hit the whole raid with it. Alright, the DK has it. Finn, stand still. Everybody look at Finn's line. We fucking did it. Move to circle. Move to circle. Move to circle. You're going counterclockwise, 2 wedges. Holy shit. Pay attention to your Volm. You're scared, just pop something. Any move speeds, whatever, just YOLO. Don't go past the X thing. That X is the last wedge you want to be in. Mages, Finn, Priest, Steve Shaman, you're taking the gate. You lust. You lust. Then we move up the board. We need to bait obelisks. The range want to be, you know, back on the edge, kind of like heroic. Their images up right now.
There's one on the other side.
No,
that's the
there are no
symbiotic room,
images
though. I
up
mean,
in
actual
front.
images. Thank you.
We need to grip that other big spot.
We want the boss like closer, like kind of midfield at the line.
trying
Hit the
to get
boss
it
with those lines. Yeah, it's okay. You're good. You're good. You're good. Look at the image. You have to point it towards the images. Can everybody just see where Thieve is right now? Like, ping yourself. Alright, so you're dropping puddles, and then what I want is range, line yourself up with Illyria. Like, put a gap. Don't bin pack the shit in. Move to Mimi. Move to Mimi. Look at Mimi. Look at Mimi. Range be with Mimi, and then when you get the bow and arrow, point it at the ads. Point it at the images, not the little ads. Then ranged. So what you want to do
that
is...
image isn't big and purple.
This image, I'm standing on top of it.
what we'll do is I'm just gonna. It's fine. It's the first time we've seen it. We'll just watch like the Bancher POV. I feel like his comms of that phase will like really click for people. People just need to see what it's hard to like illustrate this. Mimi, could you or Ramsey, one of you? I'm gonna promote you. Do you instead of another unnamed individual? I want one of you to be my Banchers.
Whoever just had that one got it.
I hate that guy so mean. I told you.
I don't like it there.
Do you like anybody, Ramsey? Just curious.
Yeah, there's me sometimes. I hate every other one.
So you love Mimi and you hate everybody else. Got it. All right, going in the feedback. Someone can write that for me.
Wait, do you hate Niara too?
No, I don't hate her.
Okay.
How about Gron? What are your thoughts on Gron and Cali Forged or Naloon? Toxeris?
Fuck Braxon for
Yeah,
sure.
Let's focus on the fight, Rob.
Let's.
Is Gron still living in like a tin can or something?
So we don't want to drop the puddles towards the middle of the room like that. So the range need to make sure if you're not on the hit squad, you're like thinking about the first set of baits.
Going to show Banchers from a couple days ago here.
So do you want to put a marker on my head, or do you want me to call if we're hitting the ads or not?
I'll do the calls. I just need you to be on my anchor point with a marker on your head, like like a sense of like reason of what's happening. If you know. Right, I'm bringing up a thing here. Here we go. I'm gonna share my screen, and we're not watching the whole fucking fight. We're just watching phase 2. Okay.
Zero.
So everybody look at this. It's very important you're paying attention. Okay.
Yeah,
so.
Banter's almost got slam dunked with no slam.
Yeah.
So here they are.
So
we lust, and then our hit squad.
If I was streaming, you'd have gotten like an oh my god face.
The intermission.
Hitting obelisk.
There we go. So there's the gateway. For whatever it's worth, their gateway is like where Hymnic had it. So this hit squad: Double Mage, Hymnic, Steve Shaman, Vil, Scalpel. Did everybody get back okay? Like, did we even kill it? I didn't even see.
killed it.
Okay, all right.
I
Do we feel
didn't
like we
get grip, but I
overkilled
jumped
it?
across.
What's up, Ovi?
I did not get grip back, but I did jump across.
All right, so you're a gamer.
So good.
All right, that's
Wait,
that's
what?
why we
I
have
saw
you.
Bill's grip have it.
Okay, let's just. You guys can hash it out internally, and then let me know if you need me to intervene. So what needs to happen here? So look, we lust, and then see how we're moving back. Like we want to play this like heroic, where we're playing on this back line here. Okay, so we bring the boss kind of to this like border here, like this like symbol thing. And I know Scoodles and Malo know this. I'm just explaining this for like other people. And the thing that's important is you notice how they're not in the corner. So there's this whole movement of baiting for the obelisk mechanic, and then you shift to the left to drop your orb, and you just rinse and repeat this. So see how they move to the left, and then they just point them away, and then it naturally puts you in the orb bait location. Okay, and then you bait your orb. And then watch how far Banchers and the range go. Also, these lines here. So what's going to happen is there's going to be 2 sets of them that go out. So it's going to be from an image to player A to player B. Okay, so they're like 2 line segments on like a 1 captain marks. One of those 2 people needs to make sure that their like part of the segment hits the boss, and 2 of them are going out at the same time. So you see there's like 1 over there as well, and then there's 1 here as well. So both have to hit, and the reason for that is, see the energy on Illyria, 31 energy, this keeps ticking up throughout the phase. And so there are 10 captain's marks total, and all of them have to hit the boss because every time 1 hits, it reduces the energy. I'm just making up a number to go from like 31 back to 25 for like 1 of them hitting. Okay, so you're delaying the phase push. If the boss hits 100 energy, it phases early. So we want to phase on like the normal like energy push by doing the mechanic correctly. Okay. So you see how they're all like making sure that they hit. And then also, if we have, DKs are gripping, then obviously, and they are, all the ads are underneath the boss. And so then hitting the ad and hitting the boss is 1 and the same. Okay? Then notice how they're over to the right here. Okay? Then they move to the left. And then look at this. So now images spawn. Okay, so the way that this is going to work is there's always going to be a near image and a far image. The far image, melee is hitting. The near image, ranged is hitting. Okay, and I want you to look at the visual feedback. I'm going to replay. Look at how it's silver right now, or like clear, whitish, and it's smaller. And then watch what happens when this person gets the obelisk. It grows in size, giving the player visual feedback right there. See, it grew in size, meaning that you know that your obelisk is going to delete the image from the fight. Okay, so that is what's happening there. And then there's another one which we can't see that's somewhere way off in fucking Narnia somewhere that needs to be hit. Okay, and the melee hits that one. But you notice how, because they baited the obelisk over there, they can shift to the left, and now they're going to bait the orbs here. And now
The range always hits the one that's in the same quadrant, and the melee hits the one on the opposite side.
Melee, exactly. Yeah, range will hit the close one, and that close could mean a few different things, Marm. It could be here. It could even be there. It could be there. Like, it has to be a bit dynamic, if that kind of makes sense. It's not. Not every video is going to have the same positions. There's some sort of spawning logic that nobody has figured out. And they see how they bait the orbs, and they see how Vantress, he over moves. Like, they don't pack in like we do in Heroic. They over move, so the next time the bow and arrow comes out, they can just move to the left and bait the orb, and then the next orb, because it's always obelisk into orb bait, and they see the grips are coming in. Now this one's kind of weird because they have to bait the orb, but the image is there. To your point, Marm, that's different now. But you see, they could just either stand still or move back onto this point here. It's not a big deal. Like, you can outplay it, right? You can be anywhere between the three prongs. And then it's just this concept, rinse and repeat multiple times.
Obelisk to the right. Something else is any prong of the obelisk can hit the other. Does not need to be the middle one or whatever.
And then this set here, which I might need to adjust the timer in the note, says gate set soon. So Hymnic has to put down a gate. These orbs can kind of be baited wherever. We don't want them on the edge, but like they could be kind of just anywhere that's not near the edge is fine. And then what you're doing is basically, if you don't have a mechanic, you can gate. But if you have an obelisk or you have to drop an orb, you wait a second. You see a few people are going to stay behind, and then everybody gates over, and then it's the same concept. And you just rinse and repeat this concept. See, he overbaits. He doesn't hug the edge. He overbaits.
I'm just real quick point for the group at the very start of the phase that moves over. I believe this is a reason why you want to gate out to the ad and not gate back from
Get your sated off on gateway.
Cooldown falls off.
Yeah. And then you just keep doing this over and over. And you see how there's an image way over there that has to be hit. Also, if you're curious, one person can hit both. I've seen that in a video. And you see there's someone way up there above the note that we can't really see. So, then he gets killed. And then that's it. So I think, we've spent enough time going over this. I just wanted to, probably just play this. I think that probably, pictures, 1,000 words or whatever, right? Just sort of do that instead of trying to explain it, through talking. So hopefully that helped. Does anybody have any questions? Hopefully that clicked in for people. And the raid plane kind of illustrates that too. It's a pretty insane pull, though. Like, that's actually really good. I don't know how other people have looked into this fight feel, but like our phase 1 is really good. Everyone was alive, and anything we messed up in phase 2 is just a byproduct of like we just never have done it before. Obviously, we got to be consistent with our P1s now. So. Yeah, and Mimi kind of posted the, like, dumbass TLDR, like, not hit ad pictures, so. When I saw your message, maybe I didn't get a chance with my blabbering. I will fix that for a future poll.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stay back! Do not interfere! You cannot break the void draft.
Green, you're baiting. See if you have a debuff. If you don't, back to moon. Pack in well. Arrows miss boss. Miss boss. Watch for him. Yep. Stop cast at 2. Melee can leave. Melee can leave. Hit Demiar. Thief is hitting it. Other person whiff. And range lets position well for our bait. Spell Fester. Let's bait. Bait orbs. If you don't have an obelisk, you don't have to spawn orbs, you can leave. If you don't have either, you can leave to circle. Watch miss. Watch these. Watch Mimi. Head to circle now. Miss with these arrows. Miss. Then just watch out. Melee leave. Range, get ready to turn and pivot and hit the other one. And we need an arrow to hit this one that we just killed. Just don't forget about that. It's coming out now. It's Steve Shaman's gonna do it. Other one miss. Watch Fester. We're all blasting Varellus. Range, let's bait well. Arrows coming out soon. You're hitting Varellus. 1 hit, 1 miss. Pay attention to these lines. Don't get hit. Thief is standing still with it. The other person's hitting. Push this off. Good job. Move to the right. Move to circle. Circle's our place. Fuck yeah.
Bring Mark Mimi too.
Yeah, maybe just move the phase. Alright, maybe a circle. Alright. Panic, just hit any move speed or anything just to see more of the fight. You cross this butt crack and then stay in this wedge. Obviously, you move up a bit more. Okay, look for Mimi. Look for the nipple. Then hit squad, you're going to be leaving. We get knocked here. Hit squad leaves, and we lost. Remember, maybe on this first bait, we're a little bit like, like where Thief is. To your right. Don't point it to the right, and then be over on the left. You're baiting orbs on the left now. Grip Ovi. Make sure lines hit boss. And now move more to the right. To bait. Move over. Look at Mimi. Move to the left. Bait orbs to the left. And look at the images. Melee, you gotta hit the far one. Range is this one next to us. Melee's all the way out across. Okay, move to the right. Go to the Ox statue, a little bit past it. Mistweaver statue.
Edge.
Just 2 far ones that Melee's gonna have to try to hit. Move to the left.
Range would be on the other side, by the way. You're on the wrong side down.
Hachi, you have to go the other way with it. Watch your health. Move over to the right more. Any right cities? Health pot? Please no. So many images up. This one has to you have to go to the right with it. Yeah. Kind of just falls out of control. So.
The orb that happened there, across, I gated. I couldn't go because he didn't have a debuff, and whoever he gripped still had the debuff. So we're resolving that too early. That's why there were 2 puddles the previous pull when we did good, because I brought one back and someone else did.
Yeah, so
we overclinged yet?
Yeah, so that could be, so maybe we could take one person off, just to make it a bit easier. Maybe keep one mage back, just so there's like less grip bullshit. Does that seem like?
Sounds good.
I've successfully jumped twice now.
So,
So
Ov,
100% people do that.
do you want to cross the butt crack, or would you rather stay with the group? Same with Seth, the question, or don't care.
I don't care.
I don't really care either. But
Alright,
if we're out-equipping stuff consistently, then just keep doing that. And I'll just stay.
Alright, Ov, stay. Seth is going. I'm not gonna update the shit for tonight, like or right this second. We can just keep going, but. Then, so what needs to happen? So I'm picking on Tachi because unfortunately she was the first person to have this happen to her. It's tough for me because I'm not in the raid. Like if I was in, I'd be like panning my camera around, like pinging these things, or have like markers or something. But what you have to do is you have to look at where the images are at. It's not just like a scripted like, oh, we're moving this way, because like the bow and arrow, every bow and arrow in that phase, except the first set of the phase, has to hit an image of Illyria. Like if you're ever just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I whiff it, an extra's image is up. And if healers, if you're curious why it felt aids to heal, is because every image increases the raid damage. So that's why it felt kind of yikes.
To that point, I believe Fester had the first melee one that was pointed at Ned. You, like, keep in mind, you can hit it. You basically have 3 arrows in the obelisk thing. You can hit it with any one of them. It doesn't have to be the center. It can be the right or left.
The image grows in size.
You were aiming at it, and you had it was gonna die, and then you just kept moving. You missed.
It's okay. Obviously, everybody has to see it a couple times. No big deal, but hopefully that makes sense. So it's the type of mechanic where anybody. What's up, Fester?
I said it does make sense.
Yeah, alright,
It's just
awesome.
Very hard to aim them.
Yeah, the biggest thing to know with the aiming is the image grows in size and turns like a darker purple. That's the feedback that you get. So you just have to look for that and just keep wiggling in some direction until it resolves. And to be honest, other people can just fucking move. You know what I mean? Because the most important thing is that you...
Who cares if you hit other people?
Because like once you plant, you know, you're good.
Can 2 people hit the boss twice with their ricochet arrows if they're positioned correctly?
So you're saying, to give an example, if there's a line going from image to you, and then from you to me, can both of us like clear energy, like two removals?
Yeah.
You can't do that. So either you or me have to clear it, but at the same time as that example, there's another image that's connected to Finn and then to Glorab, and that pairing independently has to have one person resolve theirs through the boss.
I was not away. I am ready.
You're good. All right, I think things are starting to click a little bit, so keep it up. If there's anything you want me to call differently, I can try to be better.
You're saying you're
slightly
quicker
worried
training
about what Scalpel was saying. Scalpel, you're
5,
not getting back,
4,
are you?
3, 2, 1.
Don't gate back. You have to gate over. Just no negotiation on that, because if your sated gateway won't be up. Move to green.
Sorry, more like
Bait.
2 extra ads.
You don't have a debuff. Move back to moon. Miss arrows. Look at these. It's double melee. Melee leave, hit Demiar. Whoever the melee is, Fester will hit. We have to finish Demiar range, it was just like a tad high. Alright, it's good. Yeah, we killed it. Hit Morium, range bait. If you don't have to spawn an orb, you don't have an obelisk, you can leave. Orb's happening. Obelisk, we have nothing, leave. Look at the arrows. Stand still with them, don't hit. Melee, remember, play the outside of Morium, towards outside edge. Ranged at circle. Hit Morium. These arrows will miss. Miss with the arrows.
It's just a wipe.
What happened?
We hit him with a miss.
Oh.
Side note, you can have the bow and arrow and the arrow simultaneously. So I'm real glad you called for me not to hit them, because I don't know what I would have done.
pronounce it.
Trust no one.
What time is your stampeding roar that you put? I'm just adding it to the note notes. I've been doing a bigger note update.
53.
Okay, and then I adjusted your PI, Mimi. Don't need to know it now, Mimi. You can figure it out for tomorrow, but I'll need to know your PI X seconds from phase 5 start, the last phase. So, alright. Copying note. Just logging back in, I got timed out.
This fight feels pretty fun already.
Yeah, also, we now have figured out the cadence of the first phase. Like, it's clicked in now. And, like, phase 2, to be honest with you, we're not that far away from seeing the last phase. So... Alright, just to be clear, because Scooter's brought up a really good point, like, everybody on the hit squad, I hope you understand, you have to gate over. If you gate coming back, you'll be sated for the next gateway. Unless you have some, like, way to overcome that, but where you just, you know, trust what we're saying, so.
Oh, and I think it was Scalpel that asked if we can get targeted by both the bow and arrow and the silver arrow. I can assure you it is possible to get both.
You can.
And everyone
I got
was
it on that
alive.
last ball.
Yep. Alright.
I didn't pay attention if you have everyone last pull, but yeah, I had both happen to me and we had everyone alive.
Alright, let's go again.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stay back! Do not interfere!
8.
The burden is more than you can bear.
Be a green. Bait. Spill OV health. Don't have a debuff. Head back to Moon. OV's health. Arrows miss. Look at these.
Obelisk.
Cast. Watch these arrows. Leave, hit Demior. Hit Morium, I mean, sorry, miss. We're good.
I don't have a way to get those ads. They're on.
Good knock. Alright, if you don't, watch these arrows, these cannot hit. If you don't have an obelisk or debuff, you can move to circle. Man, I love Vil just fucking off there. Carry health. Move to circle, melee, play the outside. Look at Marm Z-Flow. It's going now. Play on the outside, melee. Miss with the arrows. Miss. Melee leave. This next arrow has to hit Morium. Range finish Morium. Alright, it's done. Arrow going in out now. Get ready to be a Morium person. Somebody's already over there. We're good. Other one missed. Don't hit Varellis. Now the question is, do we need to loss? I feel like Abrea's rage quits. Okay, well, we need to get rage quits up. It's kind of away, like, not near melee.
Drop pool.
Get Varellis. Scalpel, just stand still. Look at Scalpel's line. Orb's gonna hit, whatever that is. External Molly. Yeah, I should have just trusted my instinct, but Nick, you're a genius, so I trusted you. God damn it.
We fucked up with that. We should have left.
The HP is deceiving because it's so big and it just drops like very slowly to incredibly fast, depending on.
If we had rage quits, it was dead.
We also lost some damage at the beginning with the melee obelisk kind of moving around. That was kind of freaking ranged out. They started moving around. Our damage kind of slowed down there, but I mean, it's fine. There's like a lot of different things that.
Is there anyone doing like passive slow stuff?
In melee range, yeah.
I just don't know.
Is that a thing with
just
DKs? Was that a
curious.
thing at some point? Like you have some slow with your like diseases or some shit?
I don't care if it's in melee. I just like I was trying to bring some across the board from Morium, and they just like never made it to Morales. Like they were just too slow. Maybe
What
it's
is
just their normal speed, I guess. I don't know.
What does it do, Nora? I guess I can't click it. 15 larger.
It's within melee. I don't care about that.
Okay.
I only care about like something 30 yards away. I mean, obviously they were slowed by my brew, but
I actually had done a better job too with melee, leaving Demi-R. My brain kind of uninstalled with the obelisk, what was going on, so.
Are those the mobs too that just like sometimes mobs just move slower the lower health they are? Right? So if you have a slow on them and they're like sub 30, they're just gonna fucking move like not at all.
Is that a thing?
Alright, let's
Is that a thing?
Sometimes.
What does this thing do? Can you hover over it, Thief? Okay.
I think Frost Mages just naturally slow them by doing their rotation, right?
Only Orb
Master,
slows really.
Master special delivery is 50% slow.
yeah, it just sucks.
And like Malo can't really control that. He's pressing his brews, it's just naturally happening.
Five, four, three,
Oh, we're going.
two, one.
Alright, here we go. Sail Moon.
You cannot break the gold draft.
Eight. Don't have a debuff. Back to Moon. Pack these in. Miss with the arrows. Look at the lines. Standing still. Just adjust. Melee leave. Melee leave. Hit Demi-R, whoever that one person is near it. Good job, DK, whoever you are.
I'm doing my job.
Way to go, Fester shit.
Fucking
Love
beat
it.
Kevin.
Alright, hit Morium. We're baiting. Remember, arrows happening here at the same time. We're missing with them. Orbs. Obelisk. If you don't have a mechanic, you get to circle. Watch out, there's a weird arrow from melee.
Yeah.
Just stand still with it. Speed circle. Melee play the outside of the ad. Outside of the ad. Miss with these arrows. Miss. Melee leave. Melee leave. Just calling around like 20%. Hit Morium with the next one. Hit with the arrow. It's going out now. Get ready, somebody. Down to DPS. Just lost. Just lost down a player. Oh, and a tick.
Obelisk.
Watch out, Thief has an obelisk on it. You're hitting Varellus with the arrow. One person. Alright, it's rage quits. Other person stand still. Adjust around it. And external execute EPI. And we're probably fucked.
Yeah, we don't take to pick up the ads, they just explode outside of ring.
Targeting.
And then Fester, what killed you? Is it like a strength thing or?
I got sniped. I was trying not to put the orb that I had in melee or anything like that, so I put it off to the side, and I perfectly got hit by an arrow coming from downtown. Or obelisk, not arrow.
I'm looking at this fight. Ramshay dash Burning Blade, you can stop pinging Thief.
Need Mark, please.
But, oh, sorry, wrong.
5,
Wrong mark.
4, 3, 2.
Ramshay, pay
1.
attention to this fight.
Do not interfere! The burden is more than you can bear.
Move to Crane. They
Just
orb.
holding two of your eyes.
Switch over.
Alright, pack your puddles in. Everybody else, back to Boone. And then watch the lines. Just move a bit, adjust. Demi-R here. Melee leave, melee leave. Somebody hit Demi. Alright, Finn's got it. Go Finn. Alright, we're baiting range. We're hitting Morium. The Typhoon that droplet in. Lines going out. Don't hit the boss with this. Stand still with them. If you don't have a mechanic, head over to circle. Range to circle. The melee play the outside of Morium, Miss with these arrows, miss. Melee leave. Start hitting Varellus. Someone's gonna have to go back and hit Morium with an arrow. Get ready, somebody. Ramshay. Mimi whiff. Look at Mimi. She moved a bit. Watch. Fuck. Shrez one of them. And just lost. Maybe it's not needed. I'd rather just see more of the fight down a player. Get ready to hit Varellus. Alright, Nora has it. Tachi just stand still. And then external Molly now. Just dodge mechanics. We're about to phase. Just live. Okay, move to circle. End in the red quadrant. Almost out of the phase. Remember, OV is no longer a part of the hit squad. Mimi is dead, so we don't have a person, but Mimi should be fine. Just think about what we said, don't bait all the way on the edge, just kind of leave a bit of a gap to our left. Obelisk, just move to the left. There's no images up, just move to the left. And then we're baiting orbs along the edge. Perfectly packed in the corner range. They're that little extra piece that jumps out. Hit the boss with these lines. And then range bait. Shift over, look where Globo is, a little bit to the right of the orb, in his perspective. Yep. And then look at this image. Range. Yep, Ramshay perfect. Everybody look at Ramshay, he has to hit that one. Melee, I don't know where yours is, just good luck. Then you're baiting orbs here, ranged. Then shift over.
Yeah.
Make enough of a gap, hit the boss with the lines. Kind of where like Finn is, good spot. And then range, look at that image to your right, you're hitting that one ranged. So point your obelisk to the right, you move to the left with it. So move to the left with it, Marm. Hold right to the left, Marm to the left, hit that ad there. Perfect, Marm, don't move. Marm, I love you. Bait your orbs. Bait orbs. Hit the boss with the line. Hit the lines. And then move a bit over to the right. We have a res in 3, just get like Nora up. Range, you need to move to your, the person I think move to your right. Any raid CDs? Just get Scalpel up to find Nora. Or bait's a little sus.
This is the good one, right? It's fine.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hit boss, hit gate over, unless you have the line, you can gate over. Yeah, I called that poorly, didn't even see it. Image range to your left on the other across the butt crack, melee far right. Okay, just keep going, get it, move up a bit, right? No, move out, it's the other way. It was worth it to do, and I was wrong. It was a 50-50. Okay, alright, Thief, your big moment's coming up. Thief is going to meta-immune the cast here, and then everyone's crossing. Alright, Tachi, you're gonna bubble on the cast here, on the whatever. This now, bubble Tachi. Alright, whatever, fuck it. Cross to X.
Oh,
That was the other way.
that was really fun.
Where did this guy come from?
I'm glad you looked into the fight, Glorb.
We were there too long.
I was like, no way we make it to phase 3 today. I'm not finishing this video.
Molo, I have no idea how you survived that jump just now. You hit the lip and then walked over it.
Alright, can everyone flame Thief for not having meta? That was the progression pinpoint there. Alright, well, we can discuss that more, later, but...
We phased early, so you're not supposed to have it.
Alright, let's go again. We can... It's fine for now, it's whatever. Larm, I expect an AI-generated summary of the last 5 minutes of the video, 8 AM on my desk.
Oh, okay.
Some feedback for some people aiming the arrows is it appears it's pretty delayed. There's like a half-second delay in it, basically giving you confirmation that you are going to hit it. Like it turns big and purple, and I think some people are kind of just moving too fast. Because I'll see it turn purple and then not be purple, and then they just keep adjusting. And it's you're basically not giving the game time to tell you you're hitting it.
All right, let's ready up and go again. I mean, honestly, our food. All right, let's just put that down.
We'll probably be fine. But...
I have 5 minutes left. We have 11 minutes of raid.
Just put it down. It's fine.
I don't know, man. We might not make the check.
Can we also just real talk? I think Thieves meta. It's probably somehow Fester's fault, isn't it?
True and real.
I mean, maybe if you AMZ'd on top,
firmly
you would have felt
grasp you.
comfy and not hit the button or something. We'll just blame it on that.
We know
Was the kill time on the Rift Spectrum good? Was that fine with that one?
Guess.
But also, why did we get a puddle in melee again?
So what it is we can, let's just do the pull timer and go. But so what's happening is it's people, it's either healers that are eligible to drop a puddle, standing there and not baiting, or it's the people coming back from the kill squad that are now dropping it where, the boss is. Does that make sense? They're I excited, I killed my ad, and then they kind of forget that that's happening.
Yeah, some people are definitely coming back way too soon.
I think make a reminder is
bait text, and
can we
before
go?
the debuff even goes out.
Himnic said no, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay. I think something probably, schools talk about this a bunch, remember yesterday with Scalpel with the box, it's make a reminder if you're on the hit squad, yo, idiot, don't cross until the puddle or something,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Stay back! Do not interfere! The burden is more than you can bear.
Just point it the weird way, Himnic. It's fine, it's whatever. Just get to green. Alright, get to moon if you don't have a debuff. Back in. Res Malo.
Just trying to get a stupid ad behind me and got here.
Don't hit, don't hit. Just ranged. Steve, watch out.
Targeted.
Hit Demi-R. You just need to lust now. We're already fucking behind. Melee leave. Melee leave.
I don't think we even try with this.
I think you just wipe.
break the void's grasp.
So I have to be kind of away from the group because I have to havoc the other end.
Yeah,
so if I bait that obelisk, just assume that it's on moon and go to green.
Yeah, I think what you did was fine because you just were like, all right, I'm doing my weird shit. I'm just gonna point it away, like you said. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yep, just go again. Alright, let's ready up and let's put some sleepies in Illyria's eyeballs and make this fight end. How about that, Phil?
As to Rufy Illyria.
How is Vil sleepy right now? It's like a normal time people would sleep.
Isn't that why he's sleepy?
If it was a normal
Oh,
person,
I see what
not
I see
Vil.
what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Let's go again. Let's try to lock in. We got, 10-ish minutes left. Let's try to, get back to that P2 again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do not interfere. The burden is more than you can
To green. Watch out for special there. And green. Don't have a debuff. Head back to moon. Pack in them.
Yeah, spell please.
Watch the lines. Mimi, Steve Shaman. Cast. These lines are hitting Demiar. Watch out, weird obelisk range. Just stand still with it. We'll adjust. Melee leave. Hit whoever the melee is. Hit Demiar. Watch Tachi's line. Ranged.
Son of ads.
Range bait. Lines going off. Look at them. Do not hit Morium. Stand still with them. Stand still. Then head to circle. Remember melee. Play the outside of Morium.
That was really AIDS pointing.
Miss these arrows. Miss. Do not hit. Melee leave. Yeah, I'm calling it. Melee leave. These arrows one of them has to hit Morium. Watch people's health. Steph needs a little love. Watch Finn. I think it's Finn has the arrow, or Scalpel, yeah. Stand still, look at the line. Res, Scalpel.
I'm gonna press this button.
Just lost, yeah, just about to say it, yeah. Have to hit Varellus with one arrow. Other person stand still. Just stand still with them. Seth, look. Good. Move to circle.
Put those full health shields on people. Was that Alvin's trinket?
That's the absorb.
That's the mechanic of the fight.
No, they absorb shields on people right now.
Oh, alright.
My trinket does.
That's so busted.
It's a very big absorb.
Let's pay attention to the intermission, please.
I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I feel like I missed a move speed somewhere in there.
I think you want to be hit by every and so
Alright, we'll just keep going. We can still,
Move
I mean,
mouse buttons.
remember range, look at Mimi right now. Then you move to the left. We're probably a little bit too far over. You see where Illyria is right now? We could do that. We could start there. and then move into that corner in the upper left to drop our orbs, like where Tachi is.
Targeted.
And then cross back over, hit squad, that's good. Yeah, see, we're wiping. Just go again. We'll do one more pull.
Trust no one.
Ready up, let's go again. Also, I'm calling the melee leave at 25%. I'm queuing up, just, you know, like
I would call it like 35 if it's like been like done well.
Okay, well, just let me call it, and you just you do your thing in the fight. Like, you know, my sole role is to call stuff out, so I can call it at 30, 35, whatever. So.
Actually, it's the soap well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Nice pull. Lock in. Green. Stop cast now. Bait. Got a debuff. Back to Moon. Else pack in with them. Arrows coming out. Now it's double melee. Move. Melee leave. Melee leave. Hit Demiar with the arrow. One arrow. Mimi has it. Other person. Watch him, Nick. Res Mimi. Spell Ramchi. Heal Ramchi. Buff, buff. Miss these arrows. Bait orbs. Obelisk. Look. Look at these arrows. Don't hit. Don't hit. Look at them. Look at them. Melee play outside of Morium. Everybody else the circle. Range the circle. Melee leave. Melee leave. Miss. Miss. Miss with these arrows. Stand still. Let people adjust. Have to finish Morium. Watch puddles ranged. Arrow in 3. And a tank. Put on the res. And we're fucked.
Yeah, meleeed for
All good.
1.4 million damage.
Nah, it's 11:15. By the time we wipe our cover, it's like 17, 18.
I would have made something here.
Want to do what?
There's a little like shard off the edge.
You're doing it,
So,
Steve.
all right. So let's just discuss where we're at this point. So obviously we kill paladins.
Not on my watch.
Can I talk, please? Paladins. It's good that we got that down. I think there's some like lessons to be learned with that as we go forward. With progression in terms of just the lack of weak auras and kind of just, looking in the game world being dynamic or whatever. I think something interesting to look at, it's not really applicable right now because we're no longer on the fight, but Finn came up with an interesting idea where he made like a bar with timeline reminders based upon like, a bar that basically was like the reminder is the end of the bullet hell and it started 30 seconds in advance. So like maybe stuff like that is like interesting out of the box solutions to sort of recreate weak auras, just, something to think about. So we got that down, and like, with the whole like sort of pacing of our guild, how we're doing, like doing okay. Like, sure, maybe we had an opportunity, maybe Monday or yesterday. I think killing at the end of Tuesday versus